looking for my tablet, and here it was in my room already. Thank you guys for coming by to Desert Armory and more. Hope you're having a blessed day so far. Appreciate you stopping by. Eventually some of you will come in, I'm sure. Let's turn my subscription counter on. We lost 20 last night of subscriptions. We were trying to get 1,000. We had 967. We've dropped down to 947 overnight, and now we're 948. So we did get one. All right, YouTube, we are just sticking our subscription counter there. That's all. There we go, folks. How's it going, y'all? No one in here yet. Subject for this afternoon, maybe your evening where you're at, getting close to it, some of you. Hey, Mango. Welcome. Doing pretty good. Someone just tried calling me. It was from Pennsylvania. It's a 707 number. Or no, 717's PA. How you doing, Mango? I'm doing pretty good myself. A lot better day than the day before yesterday. In the evening, at least, I had a bad day. What's up? As he says. Today is Wheel Gun Thursday. I just decided to call it that. Wheel Gun Thursday. I think that's every single wheel gun I own. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, is it? 16. 16 wheel guns. I don't think I got any more in the cabinet. I think I got all of them out of here. Rolled semi-autos. There's the cylinder exchanges. I think so. I think I got them all on there. Why are those two at the back so big? Because they're big calibers. 20 of you in the chat. Thank you guys for coming by. Appreciate you. So that's a 500 Smith & Wesson. That's a 460. This one's a 45 Colt, 357 mag, 3220, 38 Smith & Wesson. That's a 2 Smith & Wesson long, 22 mag, 38 Smith & Wesson. Hey, Lisa. What's up, me? 110. Thanks for coming by. Double tap that screen. This is a 32 rimfire. These from there all the way to here is 32 Smith & Wesson short, and then that's a little 22 mag or 22, and that one's a 22 mag. What's up, bro dude, how you doing? What do you do with them? We shoot them. We have fun with them. Target practice. Do little reenactments, whatever you want to call it. Are those real? Sky kill, say killy. Yes, they are. Captain Bacon, welcome back, buddy. I think I've seen you near the other day. Thank you. Yeah, today is Wheel Gun Thursday. So we decided to put all my wheel guns out. We do America stuff. This is Tactical Llama say we do America stuff. We do it now. You're from Brazil. Welcome, Asacio Magner from Brazil. Welcome to the chat, folks. Thanks for coming by. Double tap that screen, like and subscribe. Appreciate you coming by. Thank you so much. But yeah, these are all the wheel guns I own, if I recall. I don't think I have any more. There's our subscription counter. 950. We went down a little bit overnight, unfortunately. That's YouTube for you. But we got lever actions. Where do you get all those guns? I bought them. Bought them with my money. Thanks for stopping by. I've got a good collection of old guns. Some that you can't even get ammo for anymore. Same with me, brother. So this little guy right here actually is not the ammo for it. That's a 32 rimfire, the gun is. But the bullet's actually a 32 long Colt center fire. Yep, that's a 50 right there. It's a 500, so yeah, 50 caliber hand cannon. And then that's a 460, that one. All work. The only one that doesn't work right now is this little 22. This one probably would, but it's so loose I don't want to fire it. But yes, that's the only one in the pile that does not work. That one right there. It's missing some parts. I don't think I'll ever make it so it's operational. Yes, those are wrist breakers. Actually, excuse me, this one here is actually more of a knuckle killer. That guard is so small compared to this one and so cornered tightly that it hurts your knuckles. It digs into your knuckles. So it's very uncomfortable in that respect. Yeah, I got some old lever actions here. From here up to the top is all antiques. We got a whole bunch of double barrels over here that are antiques, except the top one. We've got a whole bunch of other stuff through here. Big old 10 gauge double barrel here, double barrel 10 gauge here. A lever action 10 gauge and a single shot 10 gauge. Thanks, Grossmint. I might have seen you here another time. Can't remember. If not, thank you for coming by to Desert Armory and more. And then I also have this one here that I can't find ammo for. It's a 32 32 rimfire as well. Gotta love the flintlocks. That one is actually a percussion, where you put the little cap. And this one right here actually is a cartridge gun now. It used to be a percussion, who knows when, years and years ago. Then they converted it. Ooh, is that an 1887? That's a good eye. It's actually the new version of the 1887. They call it a 1901. And that one is made in 1901. It's a 10 gauge. Good eye, though. They look very similar. This took the place of the 1887. We got an AK back there behind the tall shotgun. It's kind of in the way right now. I didn't realize that. Must have moved. Is that a 9mm Flowbert? Yeah, good eye. I got two of them. Those two right there are Flowberts. 9mm Flowberts. Good eye. One of them's converted to 38 short Colt. It has the same pressures as a Flowbert, which is that little one right there under my finger. Rimfire 9mm Flowbert. Little burger. Little booger. Let's see. 28 barrel, 36 barrel. Actually, that one's a 36 inch, that shotgun. The Flowberts, I'm not sure how long those are. It might be a 30 and a 28. You might be right about that. You could say goodbye, Adrino. Adios. We're not going to talk about that in a derogatory way like that. We need to talk in a way that if it was our own family member that passed. Anywho, thank you guys for coming by to Desert Armory and more. We appreciate you showing up. 64 of you in the chat. Could we get some subscriptions, folks? That would be wonderful. You think we could hit 1,000? Guys, let's do it to 1,000 before we end the live. You know, we just started the live. We could, if all 64 of you subscribed, we'd be over 1,000. That would be so nice. Think we could do that, folks? Excuse me. Maybe you want to see who you're talking to. How's it going, guys? Desert Armory and more here. We appreciate you coming by. Today is Wheel Gun Thursday. Decided I'd do some things that are like that. And so today, that's what we named it. Just subbed. Thank you. Appreciate it. Sure enough, it went up. Appreciate it. Nice collection. Thank you. You ever seen a 1907 SL? Probably. Unfortunately, I don't remember what they look like. Hey, Alex. How's it going? Mr. Brody. What's up, man? God's up. Heaven's up. The roof's up. A whole bunch of stuff are up. Here in PA, we had 5 cops lit up, 3 passed. Yeah, I heard about that. I did hear about that. I haven't looked at the news clip very much on it, but I did look at it. I'm doing good. Thank you, Alex. Thanks for asking. Thank you. Furious Monkey. Love the name. Yes. Agreed. Agreed. They should release those. 100%. Mm-hmm. Let's see here. So today is Wheel Gun Thursday. Good man. Can you show me that gun at your back? Oh, at my back? Which one you want to see? Yo mama, thanks for coming by again. One of these? One of the shotguns? I think you were in here the other day. Thanks for coming by. Chat, we got 69 of you in the chat. Thanks for coming by. Double tap that screen. The top one, that one is a Zastava M75 in a 16 gauge. It's from the 70s, I believe, or 80s, something like that. Double barrel. There you go. Go on the business end of it, huh? There you go. That top one there. Sorry, my stand's getting in the way of everything. And we got something coming for the MP5 clone here. It's in the mail. It might arrive tomorrow or today. We'll see. So, guys, subscribe, hang tight, and I'll do a box unopening of it on live, the part that's coming for this gun. So if you want to subscribe and turn your alerts on, you'll know when the part comes for that, and we'll have a live of unboxing a part for this MP5 clone. You guys are going to like it. I'll give you that. You're going to like it. You definitely got more guns out. I like it because I can see some of the guns that you have on the table. Yes. That's because a lot of times I'll have like rifles and pistols on the table. Today I just put all my wheel guns. I think I have more wheel guns than semi-autos, more than likely. Nice displayed for your life. Thank you. It works okay. It's not the greatest, but it does the job. Gets the views and some subscriptions as well, which we appreciate for all those who have given those. But guys, 93 of you in the chat and gals, if you would all subscribe, we would get past 1,000. Think you guys could do that, guys and gals? We'd really appreciate it. Hey, it works. Nice displayed. Okay, thank you. Yep, it works. Yep, does the trick. Ooh, is that a Schofield? They look like Schofields. They're actually a copy of the Schofields. I've got two of them. They're called a Ivor Johnson and Cycle Works. That one's chambered in the 38 Smith & Wesson short. And this one right here is chambered in the 32 Smith & Wesson short. Which two-wheel gun on top left? All right, so that's a 500 Magnum made by Magnum Research or Desert Research? What's it called? Get them always Magnum Research. There we go. That's a 500. It's a really big one. It's a BFR frame. And this one is a Smith & Wesson 460 XVR. This one's a 45 Colt, 357 Magnum. This one is a 3220 Colt, an actual Colt. This one is an Allen's and Hopkins 38 long, sorry, 38 short. That's a 22 mag. This is a 22. That's a this one all the way to this one is a 32 short Smith & Wesson. That's a 32 rimfire, which I don't even have a bullet for. Oh yeah, those are nice. My favorite is the blues. 44 Colt bluing looks great. So this one right here is an actual Colt in a 32 Smith & Wesson long. It's in very good shape, like very good shape. This is a 22 mag. I have the cylinder change out to make it 22 as well. I also have a cylinder to make that one 45 ACP. And then, yeah, this one, like I said earlier, is the 38 short. Hey, Hannah, welcome to chat. What's your biggest gun? For of my revolvers would be my 500 right here. 135 of you in the chat. Just think, guys, if you'd all subscribe, we would have over 1,000. We've been trying to get 1,000 for a while now. We'll gain a couple, lose most of them. Gain a couple, lose most of them. I have no idea why, other than YouTube likes doing that. Out of all these guns, which ones do you like the most? The 460 would be my favorite revolver, and my Colt right there is a second follow-up. Hey, what's up, Durko? We are not. Nothing's for sale. My favorite. Okay, I read that one. Ooh, okay. The camera angle made them seem a little bigger. That's why. Oh, they are big. They are big. Let me set a 22. Okay, so there's a 22 bullet. There's a 500. Look how much bigger that is. That's what it's size-wise for the gun, right? Way different. We got a couple subscriptions, guys. I appreciate that. You sub. Thank you. Hey, Compliment Armory, you're back. Thanks for coming by. 38 specials. This 357 mag shoots 38 specials. I do have a couple guns on the table that shoot 38 Smith & Wesson. This one shoots 38 Smith & Wesson, so that's 32. This one shoots 38 Smith & Wesson, and this one up here shoots 38 Smith & Wesson. Thanks for showing up. 22 short. I don't have a 22 short revolver. Obviously, this could fire 22 shorts. I have a 22 short single shot. If you want to see me shooting that, I got shorts of me shooting that. Frank says, do you purchase them with C&R license? I did not. Actually, a lot of these older ones, I either purchased because they're antiques that can get shipped to my own address, or sent to my local FFL. Which one do you carry when you hunt? Let's see. I don't think I've actually carried any of these when I'm hunting. I haven't yet. I have carried some of my semi-automatics. But if I was in grizzly territory, I would carry the 460 right there. Those 22 short, PP, or smokeless powder. Originally, this would have been black powder, that one right there, but it should be able to shoot normal 22s, no problem. Hey, welcome back, PraiseX. Hi, Pete from England. Make sure you guys keep your guns. We can only own them with a license and only for sport, not defense. God bless America. Thank you for that. Yep, thank you for that. And thank you for the subscriptions who's ever been subbing. Frank Jordan, thanks for coming by. Guys, 128 you in the chat. If you would all subscribe, we'd get over 1,000. Should we do a countdown from 5 to 0 to see how many people subscribe? The HW Gamer, thanks for coming by. 136 of you in the chat now. If you would all subscribe, we'd be over 1,000. Think we could? Should we do a countdown? Ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Subscribe, guys. We did get one while we're doing a countdown. Appreciate that. Be nice if that just all and then boop. That must have been you. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. I had an old 32 that opened up in the middle. So let's see here. That's a 32 that opens in the middle. It's a Ivor Johnson, and it's chambered in the 32 Smith & Wesson short. You did as well. Thank you, Frank Jordan. Yes, we got 2 more. I appreciate that, guys. Have to wait 21 to buy your rifle. I'm 18. What's your opinion on that? It's kind of weird because you can go into the Army when you're 17 with their parents' permission. Someone's unsubbed. There we go. They subbed back. But yet you can't buy a gun. To me, that doesn't make sense. I have a 44 mag. Thank you. I don't have a revolver that's 44, but this one right here is a 44 lever action Winchester. Yeah, we know that, A. Smith. Thank you for stopping by, brother. Justin Borton. Thank you. Let's see, a rifle I meant. Gotcha. Okay. Love the revolvers, and one of them looks like Doc's. Doc Holidays? Maybe a little bit. Let's see, why 21? I was able to buy. It just depends. So it depends where you're at, Captain. Some states have to be 21 to buy any firearms. Hey, Lucy, welcome to chat. How are you? Thanks for coming by. Like and subscribe if you could. Rhode Island man, welcome. I have muskets though. Yep, those are fine. See, muskets are considered not a firearm, just like a pellet gun. So you don't have to register them. What's my oldest revolver? My oldest revolver, probably either this 32 rimfire or this little one right here would be my guess. My newest one would be this one here. I believe so. Because I think that was the last new one I bought. I want to buy one online. Do I need to send to FFL dealer? Yes, unless it's an antique and your state allows you to ship it to your address. Anything that's 1898 and older, and if your state allows that antique rifle to be sent to your address, you can. But anything newer than that, you cannot. Subscribe to this channel. Thank you, guys. Double tap that screen. Like and subscribe. We appreciate it. Please subscribe, guys. We're trying to get to 1,000 today. 1858 with $22 eBay kit. Nice. Man, I waited until I was almost close to 30 to buy my first gun. That's fine. I was 18 when I bought my first. It's in the safe. It's a 22. The break action one is, yeah, there's a couple of them that are break action. Two of them. Hey, Roby, how's it going? Sorry, I actually hit you compliment. I don't know what happened to you. That was not on purpose. I have no idea to undo that. Compliment Armory. I have no idea how that happened. I am sorry. I don't know how to undo that. It's 1898, as far as I know, because 1899, I believe, was the dropping point. But maybe I'm not correct on that. Compliment Armory. Unfortunately, somehow unhide user. I'm sorry about that complimentary. I was supposed to pin that, and somehow it's put hide. I am sorry. Whoa! Hey, Inferno. Welcome to the chat. Double tap the screen, like and subscribe. 120 of you in here. If you could subscribe, we'd appreciate that. We'd get over 1,000 subscriptions today. Nice collection, Desert. Thank you, Ricardo. Hey, what's good, Brookside? Thanks for coming by. It's going good so far. 21 minutes in. We got 130 people in here about. Thank you, guys. Double tap the screen, like and subscribe. This is our subscription counter. We're trying to get that to 100. Sorry, 1,000. And there's 129 of you in the chat. Could we just get that up? We'd really like that. That's a lot of revolvers. Have you ever had a 1911? I have two. I have this one right here that's a double stack. Someone requested this one to be seen, so if they show up, I got it out. And then I have an OEM mil-spec in there. 32 more. Let's get Desert to 1,000. Sorry, compliment. You probably heard me. I actually pushed hide instead of pin comment. Hopefully we're good with that. Your revolvers are so beautiful. Thank you. Appreciate it. Magnums, Sniker. I don't know what a Sniker is. Magnums. Oh, there's a 500 Magnum, a 460 Magnum, and a 357 Magnum. This is a Thesis double stack. So it fits what, 18, 17 plus 1? You are my dad, would be the best friend. Thanks, Stay for Life. Could you double tap that screen and subscribe? We were trying to get to 1,000 yet. We got 131 in the chat. We appreciate you coming by. Do you have any Granadas? No, I do. No, I do not. Okay, so this is a 32 Smith & Wesson long. That's pretty easy to find. These 32 Smith & Wesson shorts, from here to there, I've got 3 of them in there. That one, that one, and this one. You have to get those online, and they're a little hard to find. Bro, call me broken. Without sit it. I'm not sure what you mean, Roby. Thanks for coming by, though. Oh, you're just being funny. Okay. I'm looking for the Model 57 Smith & Wesson 41 mag. I heard about those. Dill Trap. Thank you so much for coming by. I'm coming over when the zombie apocalypse hits. Hey, thanks, Panther Fish Grill. Thank you so much. Double tap that screen and subscribe. Appreciate you coming. Do you have an M1 Grand? I do not. One of these days, brothers. There was 2 of them at the Gun and Pawn just today I went by. Forget what brand they were. Hey, where are you from? I'm from Arizona. Sean Lopez, or Jean Lopez. Thanks for coming. Double tap the screen. Like and subscribe. Appreciate it. They are not for sale, Andy TV. Do you have Magnumus 2, Desert? I'm thinking you're meaning Magnums, right? That's a 500 Magnum. That's a 460 Magnum. That's a 357 Magnum. Ricardo, yes. Those are Magnums. Average Schofield hater. These aren't Schofields. So, joke's on you, brother. Those aren't Schofields. Those are Ivor Johnsons, that one and that one. So, yeah. Do you hunt whitetail? Justin, I got one coming. Mid-November. I'm going to use my 30-30 for in the brush and my 270 for out in the plain. No, he don't love guns. I do. We do too. Awesome calibers. It's square between the 357 and the 44 mag. I don't have a 44 mag pistol. That's a 45 Colt, actually. My 44 mag is this lever action right there. Thank you, Rayhan. Do you allow visitors? Daniel Cruz. Maybe. It's your gun. Yeah, these are all mine. Yep. Schofield made rifles. Possibly. I don't think so. I don't have any. Nice, Justin. Winchesters are nice. Yes, they are. AR-15. I got one. Thanks for coming by. Right there. It's a Delton. Pargilinus. Thank you for coming by. Harley, how are you? How many guns do you have? Between 80 and 100. Awesome collection, says Daniel. Thank you. What's the oldest gun you have? It would be this rifle right here. It's a Kentucky rifle made from 1820 to 1860s. No, I don't have any Kimbers. That is a TSIS double stack. Kimber, the one they just came out with, I don't have one of those yet. I could only have one gun. What would it be? Of a rifle, my AK, because all around they're stronger and outlast anything else. Caliber 357, right there, brother. Right there. Any 30-06? Yes, Netflix. I do have some in there. I've got one. Do you have any 870 12 gauge? I do not have an 870, but I have 12 gauges in there. How many people did you kill? We do not need you in here, Felipe. Bye-bye. Do you have 218B? I do not. Schofield is made by Smith & Wesson. Do you make your own 12 gauge black powder? I do. Yes. I use, this is a 10 gauge, which I make those, but I also make, those are the 12 gauge back there, I believe. I make those as well. Do you have a Desert Eagle? No, but I do have one made by the same company. Magnum Research there, 500. 205 of you in the chat, guys. If you would all subscribe, we would get that way into thousands, folks. Biggest caliber. My biggest caliber is right here. A 5.77 Schneider. It's bigger than a 50 caliber. It's the size of a 24 gauge shotgun. That's from 1860. Do you have a Python? I do not. Do you have an M18? Nope. Mario, what's gone? We don't, dude, we don't need that language in here, okay? Bye-bye. I had an AK-47. Nice. Underfold. Very nice. Do you have any M18s? I do not. Do you have a 308? Yes, I got one right there. It's a Savage Access. Hi there. Hope everybody has a good day. Thank you. Thank you for spreading the positivity. Do you have a 300 Win Mag? I do not. I do have a 338 Lapua Sniper over there. Subscribe, brother. Thank you. Appreciate it. Look, we are so close to 1,000. Nice. Almost 1K. That fake gun. Which one's fake? They all fake, Andy, right? No, they're all real. Reported. Craig. Okay. Hey, Bentley, you made it back. Favorite to shoot of On the Table? Good question. Probably my 45 Colt. Next would be my 460. Good question. Bentley, thank you for coming by. Sup? I had the best night shift ever last night because they let me a box of donuts. Oh, how nice. Do you have a Super Soaker? I do not. Revolver pistols, if you had one choice. Probably a pistol. Have you Smith & Wesson 38? Yes. Yes and no. I have 3 guns that shoot 38, or is it 2? I have 2 guns that shoot 38 Smith & Wesson short. That one does, and this one does. This does shoot 38 specials. Hopefully that answers your question. Do you have any M400s? I do not. I want to kiss you. Really, Dustin? Really? So you want to kiss me? No, thank you. I'm fine. I'm okay. Do you have a GF? Not yet, unfortunately. I've had a few in the past. Do you have shotguns? I like double barrels. Hey, Ricardo, you're in luck. I got a whole bunch of them right there. I got one right there, 10 gauge Beretta. I've got 2 I'm working on here, and 1 on the floor down here that I'm working on right there. 1858 Enfield, nice, and a 58 caliber. Percussion, nice. Do you have a Remington 870? I do not. Are these all stolen? Greg? Nope, they are brand new. I mean, they're all owned by me. Any 32s? Yes. That's a 32. That's a 32. That's a 32. That's a 32. 32 Smith & Wesson short. They're kind of hard to find. Hey, Claudio. Welcome. Favorite cartridge? For a revolver, probably either my 460 or my 45 with a follow-up of a 357 mag. Liz, so she sent me a friend request. Yeah. Whoa, he's weird. The one guy is, have you shot the choppy rhino? Once. Hey, guys, we got 1,000. Guys, let's celebrate. Round of applause, guys. We got 1,000 subscriptions. Guys, you're awesome. Perfect, guys. I appreciate that. 240 of you in the chat. If you would all subscribe some more, we keep going higher and higher. Don't have any suppressors. The Chiappa Rhino I have shot 357 mag at a gun range. Guy brought me his. Best revolver for 44 caliber. Probably a Smith & Wesson or a Ruger. They move crossbows into bows instead of being on muzzleloader tags. Really? Oh, sorry about that, brother. Do you have an M14? I do not. I do have a 270 Winchester. It is a Remington 700. Bubba, what's up? Thanks for coming by. Double tap that screen, like and subscribe if you could. Keep your powder dry and watch your back. Yep. We got powder on the table over here. 233 of you in the chat. Could you guys all subscribe and like? Double tap that screen. I do not have any Chris Vectors. Nope. Do you have a musket? Yes, I got one back here. Kentucky rifle right here. It's a percussion made in 1820 to 1860. I have a HK32 with a hexagon barrel. Nice. Let's go for more subs. Guys, we got 1,000. We've been sitting there for a little bit now. 178 you in the chat. Please like and subscribe. Show us the 9mm. Oscar, I don't have any 9mm out. I do have some in there. The only 9mm I have out right now, ta-da! My HK MB Thrive. Actually, it's a clone. But it has HK parts internals. And guys, we got a part coming for this. And we'll do a live unboxing of it when it comes in. So subscribe. Turn the notifications on. And then you'll know when we're having our lives. You got a new gun. What'd you get, Adam? What'd you get? I am from Holland. Welcome. Welcome from Holland. Davey Hunter says, mate, a guy from England. So jealous. What a collection. What is the most powerful gun? My most powerful gun on the table is my 500 right there. And biggest caliber would be this 5.77 Schneider, made in Nepal. Is this live? Yes, it is. That's why we can't touch any. Bro, we are best friends. Can you hear me? I need your friend request. Can't do it right now. Have you shot any 50 cals? I have not. Guys, please like and subscribe. Cooking with Gunsmoke. Love the guns. Love the name, by the way. You ever seen a black powder, black action in... No, I haven't. Sounds cool. Too bad everyone is going after that gun. I know, right? Hello, Aku dari Indonesia. Welcome. Do you have a Uzi? I do not. Shared Bryonical. Thank you for coming by. Bernelli's. I do not. Any cheap shotguns worth it? Some are. This is a cheap one. It's a Heritage Rough Rider. It's very good. 7mm. Don't have any. Do you have any phone calls? Not today. Well, I did earlier. Any SKS or Mosin? I got both. SKS here, Mosin right next to it, Mauser here, Lee Enfield there. 303 British. I got a new gun. Adam, what is it? Tell us all about it. It just didn't refresh, I think. But thanks for that subscription. I have a small 25 cal pistol. I do too in that box, 2 of them. One's junk, the other one's okay. Yeah, no Benelli's, unfortunately. Let's see here. What is your biggest whitetail? Actually, Justin, this is the first time I'm actually going to hunt a deer. So we'll find out how big it gets. Please open the safe. A Glock 29. Nice, Adam. I don't have that many Glocks. I have one Glock. It is a 20, a Glock 20. Is that a pellet case? No, it's a Apache from Harbor Freight. They're just as good. How's weather in AZ? Right now, it's really cloudy. We had a storm last night. Do you have 50 cal? No, I do not. Great looking clone. Yes, thank you. What's inside the safe? Well, there you go. You just had it. BFR. Yes, absolutely no one. That is a BFR in a 500. Do you have a crossbow? I do not. Is that all not forbidden? No, it isn't a everyday American actual little light. I'm from the state Iowa. Big white tail. I've 160 deer and a camera 180s. Nice. The pistol primers in the back of those MagTech BP shells. I added some in, yes, I put them in, but they don't normally come with them. You have to put them in. Maverick 88 is a very inexpensive shotgun. Yep, but works well. I have a 10mm right there. It's the full size. What's your favorite gun? My favorite on the table is my 460 right there, followed up by that one, the 45 Colt. OW. Why does it still say we only have 1,000 when other people have subscribed? Guys, please subscribe. We'd appreciate you subscribing. I know we got more than 1,000. I think the thing froze up. Yes, we got 1,010 now, guys. Appreciate that, guys. YouTube, we're just putting the tablet back. All right, appreciate you guys so much. What are you hunting with a 20 gauge? I do have a 20 gauge in there. Tried to do dove with it before the season end. Unfortunately, the choke that was in it didn't work very well, and I was new to the gun. Came back a couple days later, used my good old faithful Sears and Roebuck 10 gauge. Sorry, 12 gauge. Got almost every one I shot. Do you have a Desert Eagle? I don't, but here's something that is by the same company, by Magnum Research, a 500. Is that a 454 Casull on the table? This does shoot 454. It shoots 45 Colt and 460. Got the same shotgun. Thanks. Things kick like a mule. They do. Bet it does. Swift says, I subbed. Thank you so much. Double tap that screen. Justin, I would love to hunt all what you're saying, but unfortunately Arizona does a lottery system, so you may never get picked. So, yeah. I hunt elk and whitetail with 6.5. Appreciate that. It's really nice. And Creedmoor and 30-06. Okay. Did you see the assault rifle that has a pistol on the end and you can shoot it around corners? I've heard about it. Gary says hi, and he's a new sub. Appreciate you coming by. Just touching the screen, YouTube. Not one air gun. Haha. Actually, we got one right there. Right there's an air gun. Homacht. Don't know what you're saying, brother. I like the Ruger revolvers. Very rugged and durable. Yes. That's a Ruger. It's very rugged and durable. Try not to, Mr. Buckeye. Thanks for coming by. What would you say it's all worth? What's on the table? I'm not sure. Altogether that I own probably 40 or 50. 40 or 50 G. You got a 40 Smith & Wesson? I do not. Yes, that shoots... Ben, thanks for coming by. That right there, do shoot the 460 as well as the 45 Colt and the 454. We have a little problem over here. There we go. Stay up. Something tumbled over here. What's your EDC? 365 SIG and a 2.0 bodyguard. Do you have a BB gun? Not anymore. I don't have one over here. How are you, brother? Pretty good. Do you have an anti-tank mines? I do not. I want to put them under my neighbor's car. Yeah, sometimes neighbors can be kind of irritating, but actually the best way to deal with that is to show kindness. Maybe bake them a batch of cookies or a cake, or just go over there and say, hey, I know we're at odds sometimes, but here's something to try to make peace. Do you have a 44 Magnum? I do, in a rifle. Right there. It's a Model 94 AE. Please load one of your favorite guns, then unload. I cannot touch them online. Do you have a 300 Weatherby? I do not. It's getting hard to hunt for me because I'm getting old. Gotcha, yeah. I see Buck peeking out from behind the curtains. Yeah, there they are right there. Hello. Can you carry CCW? Yep, we can actually open carry in Arizona. We have constitutional carry here. What's your rarest gun? It's actually in this case down here. They only made it 3 years, and it's worth about $1,000. It's a little 22 single shot. Let's see here. You've been missing back powder lately. Okay, nice, AT. I do not have any 243s. Air Arms TX200. Okay, Garf. Mine is a Vente Air 25 caliber. Bentley, do you have a AK-74? I do. Oh, 74. No, I don't. That's a what? A 549 by... I forget. 549 by 39? I do not have one of those. That slowed me down. Wow, the chat was just going like crazy, and now there's nothing. Be right back. There we go, guys. You guys there? Oh, there we go. Do you have an air pellet gun? It's right there, Joe. That blonde wood one. It's a Vente Air. Owner 32 alternate 6. Yes, here's a 32 right there. 32 Smith & Wesson long, and it's a Colt from early 1900s. Ooh, MP5. Oh, did you see that, Robert? You did. That's a clone, but it does have HK internals. There's a part coming for that, Robert. It's coming in the mail. If you subscribe and turn on notifications, when it comes in, I'm going to do a live unboxing. So you'll be able to see that, guys. So subscribe, turn on notifications. Own a slug shotgun. I do not. You can M16 with wood furniture. That would look neat. Put some wooks on that one. That would look nice. Black powder is great fun. Built quite a few percussion pistols. Nice. I don't have any of those Golden Ming. Do you have a Glock 40? No, I have a Glock 20. It's in there. It's a 10 mil. German rifles. I have one. This Mauser right there, the really tall one, right down the center. It's from 38 or 39, 19. You said it's probably coming today. Possibly. I haven't looked in a little while. Where's the Thompson Contender? I do not have one of those. Do you have a Benelli? No, I do not. I don't own any Benellis, unfortunately. Do you use tracers? Never have. I don't have any FRTs. The MNT2, yes, I do. I actually shot a TX22 with one of those in it just the other day. Fun. We worked up a load for 300 Win Mag. Nice. Oh, that thing is moving, brother. With a tungsten core. Nice, D-Trap. Do you have an M1? I do not. Arlene, I do have one pellet gun right there. It's a 25 caliber Avente Air. All this in a little trailer. You wow, man. Got to store it somewhere, brother. Do you know the value of a Smith & Wesson 38 Special cartridge? Model 10. I do not know that, but I would keep it if it was inherited. Is that an AI? No, it's not AI. Oh, brother Thompson, do you hurt someone's wife because you... No, we don't need that one. Bye-bye. You're getting hitted. Got a Smith & Wesson 642. Very nice. That's why you don't mess with trailer folks. Right. I do have a 44 mag lever action. I don't have any 44 mag pistols. Do you have an Anderman? I do not. What's your favorite? Of what's on the table? My 460 followed up by my 45 Cimarron. Let me guess how many ammo boxes you have. 108? Probably more than that. But you can't have any of them. Sorry. Robert says, have you armed any of them? Oh, named any of them? No, I haven't. Took 100%. Amen, NVT. I am a believer myself. Thank you so much. Thank you for spreading the word, NVT. Appreciate that. Andrews, you are out. Negative is the Ivor Johnson 2. Yeah, I got two of them. That's an Ivor Johnson right there. And this is an Ivor Johnson right there. And then we have a single shot shotgun Ivor Johnson right there. It's a 410. You consider a different hobby? Nope. Not currently. Those are Colts. This is a Colt Police Positive. And that one right there is a Colt Police Positive as well. That's a 3220. This one is a 32 Smith & Wesson Long. Have a great day. I'll check you out later. Thanks, D-Lap. D-Trap. What one you don't like? Of all these, that one, because it doesn't work. It's just kind of a parts gun. Do you have a 410? Yes, Grant King. Unfortunately, you must not have been in here. I mentioned it. Right there, I got an Ivor Johnson top break. Early 1900s. Grandpa was shooting a 1940s double barrel. While ago, he shot a slug and cracked the barrel. Yep, some of those old ones can't handle it. I do not have a 22-250. That would be nice. That thing moves. I bet there's more ammo boxes under the table. There might be some loaded stuff. That's my loading equipment. Grant King, I have a couple 38s. That's a 38. And that's a 38. They're 38 Smith & Wessons. And then the 357 can shoot 38 specials. I do not have any full autos. Do you have a 50 cal? Not a rifle. Technically, this 500 is a 50. So, yeah. Do you just love me more than you could possibly know? Keith Ross. Amen. I am a believer. I believe that. Flintlock, please. Here's the closest to flintlock right here. It is a percussion. Hey, what's up, Yugs? He has an MP5. I do. It's a clone, but it's got HK parts. I see him every single day. Amen, brother. Thanks, Keith, for spreading the word. You have a 223. The AR shoots those right there. This one right there. Smith & Wesson going to less than 500 with goodie sample 1,000. Okay. Which one is your favorite? What's on the table would be my 460 followed up by the 45 Cimarron. Load equipment, you load your own rounds. I do a few of them. I load my 338 Lapua Sniper right there. I load these little ones right there, which is 3220, and I also load my 2520s, and I home make my 25 rimfire Stevens. Do you have a Smith & Wesson Model 60? I do not. My grandpa used to shoot 30-06 Winchester before he passed. Nice. Any ARs? John Barnes, right there. Maybe you saw it earlier. Right there. Keith, thank you so much for spreading the word. I appreciate that. 9mm revolvers are pointless? I don't think so. I want a flintlock musket. Nice. I counted my ammo boxes. I only have 8, and they are for my 6-cylinder 38. Okay, any Berettas? I have one Beretta. It's a double-barrel 10-gauge shotgun. It's right here. It's a Silverhawk made in 1960. It's a 10-gauge Beretta. I deer hunt with AR-15. Nice. Is a 9mm powerful enough? Never heard of any fire pistol. Sorry for a stupid question. Yeah, 9mm is fine. Opinions on bullpups? I think they're kind of cool. I don't own any. Nice that AR Palmetto State. No, it's a it's better than a Palmetto. It's a Delton. Check out the 22-4 Valkyrie. Yeah, they're really cool. Thoughts on the 22 G36? I don't know what that is. 50 caliber pistol you have in my favorite gun. Yeah, this one is a 500. That one's a 460. Y'all go with Jesus. That's why I'm here. No lie. Thank you, Keith. Have you ever taken a 30-06 apart with a flathead under pressure in a minute? I have not, Devin. Have you? That's the good question. Have you? As many oil filters do you have for your... Nothing. That's not coming yet. I haven't ordered that one. Dog, 10M double barrel Beretta sounds crazy expensive. I'd love to have that bad boy. They're very nice. Do you have a 38? This shoots 38s right here. 38 Smith & Wesson. That one shoots 38 Smith & Wesson. This one shoots 38 Specials. BFR, Single Action Army. So that is a BFR, yes. This is a police positive Colt, and that's a police positive Colt. Let me get one. I'm down bad. HK released the civilian version of the G36. In 20 only nothing. Oh, gotcha. What the AK standing? That AK over there is a Kalashnikov USA. I hunt and duck and pheasant with my German short-haired and my black lab. Nice. Congratulations on the 1,000. Yes, Mike, I just got that a little bit ago. But unfortunately, it's not keeping track of the ones I keep getting. It's not, for some reason, not showing them come up. I have to keep refreshing the screen. Because I know I have more than 1,030. Because it's sitting there for the last 5 minutes. Come on, bro. Look on, big dog. Okay. Hey, what's up, the food hobbyist? I asked about guns in USA. I think you dodged the question. There's a lot of people, brother, so I have no idea if you asked. What's the appeal of this when school shootings very regularly? It's not very regularly. Your statistics are wrong. And that school shooting, most of that is actually the leftist, as well as people being paid to do some of that stuff, honestly. And some people that are mentally insane that don't deserve to have a gun. So there's my ideas about that. There you go. I've got a Taurus. Nice. Do you like the TT-33? Never heard of it. I was in the Army. Good for you. Just one. You won't even realize it's gone. It's a genuine... Yes, it is. It's a Kalashnikov 7.62 by 39. It was a lot of money. 9 by 19 or 9 by 18? I prefer 9 by 19. 2 reasons. 1, it's more effective. 2, it's easier to get the ammo. LOL, no one is being paid to do this. It's crazy. People losing their minds. Yeah, I know, right? Can we do this the easy way or hard way? For what? Let's see. Brother, you're bleeping awesome. A lot of guns. Thanks. Appreciate it. Double tap that screen, like and subscribe. In terms of hunting, what do you hunt? The food hobbyist. I just did some doves the other day, and we're going to do a whitetail mid-November. Oh, you're welcome. I don't find a single 10-gauge double barrel on the gun broker, but many of the double barrel Berettas. Yeah, they're expensive. Mine was not that much, but dream gun. Probably a pristine Colt, original, in the box, never shot. What's the biggest gun you have ever fired? I'll turn you back over here, folks. Right there. My 338 Lapua. We can play Russian roulette. No, thank you, DMV. Actually, I'm from India, and usually we don't see guns. Oh, sorry about that. Any of them, any automatic? No. Interesting way to spell it. Works. Do you eat what you hunt? Yes. I packaged up all the doves that I hunted, and they're in the freezer. Double tap the screen, guys. Like and subscribe. Where are you from, man? Arizona. Where's the 50 cal? There's a 50. It's a 500 Smith & Wesson. What's the best cowboy combo revolver plus lever gun? 45 or 357. This is a 45 Colt, so then get a lever to match it, or a 357 and get a lever to match that one. Ooh, that's a good one. I would have loved retro. There we go. Nice. Firearm says nice. Do you got a AA-12? I do not. Yes, it's a very nice 338 50 cal. I'd rather shoot a 338. Ammo's cheaper and it wouldn't hurt as much. EDC, John, double tap that screen, like and subscribe. Appreciate you coming by. I have a 365 SIG and a 2.0 Bodyguard, Smith & Wesson. Do you collect knives too? I do not. What's your most expensive? That would be this one here, as well as that double barrel 10 gauge Beretta. Those are my two most expensive. Let's see. Micah says, if you compare the POS TT33 to John Mosen Brown. Don't know, brother. Good to see that, bro. Nope, we got a chance to visit here. It's just kind of downgrade version. Yeah. What's the rarest gun you have? It's actually in here. It was only made 3 years. It's a little 22. It's worth about $1,000, and it's from 1869 to 1871. Possibly the TX22, Smith. I was just looking at one today. Yeah, that's a Beretta behind me. My whole armory, maybe 50K. Don't know. Oh, sure. There you go. There's the BFR. I spent $30,000 on guns like this past year. They're getting expensive. Yep. But yeah, my whole collection's possibly worth 50, maybe. I don't know. The other day I counted up what was on the table. That was last night's, and it was over 30. Just rough estimates. Any black powder revolvers? No. You can get an ejector and sand the side gate 45 long Colt conversion cylinders. Yes, you can. Excuse me. I have not. I don't have any black powder revolvers. Speaking of 22s, do you have a 22 snub? This is my closest. That's a 22 Magnum, and it's a snub. Oh, nice. Jonathan says he's got a SP-101. Those are nice. I just saw a 100 over there at the gun store. Very nice, Jonathan. Any of them gifted down to you? None of these were. I have one coming, a 44 Magnum pistol that will be. Do you have a 22 Magnum Henry? No, I have a 22 long rifle Henry. It's behind me in a closet. Justin, what'd you do for it? I'm Jerome, but maybe it's somebody else. No, I can't do that. I would not want to do that anyways. Can you put switches on the BFR 50 gun that is silver? No, those are revolvers. You can't put that stuff on those. Just got a TX-24, then they're delivers tomorrow. Hey, South Pawn. That's probably going to be my next gun, and I'm hoping to get one of those thingies put in as well. That's the weirdest revolver I've seen. Looks like some bleep you see in Rust. Not sure which one you're talking about, but okay. Favorite caliber? For what's on the table, probably my 460 or my 45 Colt. For which round, brother? Kyle, which one? How much per round? For which? What is the gun on the bottom where the lever actions are on the wall? The fifth gun with the scope on it. That one? That's a 30-30 Rossi. 45 Colt? That's this one right here. The revolver you just showed, the one with no trigger guard. That little one? Or this one? That's a 22 mag. So these only... ones only shoot off. Yeah, I don't have. It's one trigger pull and they go by the. Then you have to reload it, or it loads itself or whatever. It's not a semi. They're semi-autos. Large black on wall. That one. That's a 338 Lapua. My biggest revolver is a 500 right there and a 460. UK pistol. Oh, this here? Yeah, that one doesn't work actually. It's missing parts. What's up, Matt? Yes, I got lots of classics. Most of mine are classics. 4570, one of these days we'll get one of those. A trapdoor and a lever. Appreciate you coming by, hacking. Double tap the screen, like and subscribe. We'd really appreciate that. If you could give us some more subscriptions, that would be very helpful. The question of the day was, do you have a revolver? And if so, what do you have? This is my revolvers. What's on the table here? Appreciate you coming by, guys. Appreciate those are subscriptions. Could we get some more, folks? It'd be very appreciative. Dream Room. Thank you, Beast Mode. How are you this afternoon, evening, wherever you're at? What is your favorite? My favorite on the table is my 460, which is right there. And then my Colt. 50 cal. That's a 50 caliber right there. It's a 500. Yes, any 762 by 54R. I do. John Wooten. That one right there is a Mosin Nagant. It's the M38 carbine, made in 43. That is a 54R. Got my LTC and no weapons. Not sure what that is. Have any speed loaders for the 6-shooters? I do not. Done with some pest control with an air gun. Nice. I got one right there. Do you have a Glock? I have one in here. Today is Wheel Gun Thursdays. It's a Glock 20, 10 mil. Got an airsoft revolver. Your thoughts on airsoft? I think they're cool. Paintball, I think, is kind of zoning out a little bit because airsoft is more clean. What's your favorite firearms you have? Of all of them? I don't have a favorite of all of them. I have criterias. I do not have a 4570 Hacken, but I do have a 410. This one right here is a single shot 410. It's an Ivor Johnson from the early 1900s. Right there. Oh, a bullet. I do have a 4570 bullet and a 410. Here, I'll put them on the counter for you. There and there. So that's a 4570. Sorry, guys. That's a 4570 and a 410 bullet. There you go. Does that work? Hey, Craig, what's up? The double barrels. Yeah, I got a couple of them back here. You like that? 10 gauge, 12, 12, 12, 16. 10 gauge. I got 2 in the corner I'm working on. Those are both 12s. Got one on the floor here. This kit. Or not kit, but it's something I'm working on fixing because they were all loose. That's a 12 gauge. Is it muted? Can you hear me okay? Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me. Music to your ears. Can you hear me, guys? Oh, you got a 1. How many years have you been collecting? What's the oldest gun you have? Okay, okay, you guys can hear me. Air gun is that. It's a Vente Air 25 caliber. Let's see. What's the oldest gun you have? Adam, good question. My oldest one is behind me. It's a percussion rifle made in 1820s to 1860s. I've been collecting since I was 18. I'm 35. Let's see. So you must have yours muted, Slow R7, if you can't hear me. Any Savage? Yes. I have a Savage 308 there. And I have a Savage Model 99 300 Savage right here. You got some nice toys. Thank you. Appreciate it. Annoyed. Annoyar? Can't hear you. I mean, unfortunately, I don't know what you said. Your collection's insane. Thank you. Like and subscribe if you could. Have you ever heard of Kendall Gray? No, I don't think I have. What's up, Gunnerman? Welcome. You're a real man, pal. Appreciate that, Hackin'. Appreciate that. Gunnerman says, hi. How are you doing from Philippines, right? Which of the cheapest is the cheapest and most expensive you have? My most expensive pistol, we'll go ahead and flip this, at least of my revolvers on the table, was actually my 460. My cheapest on the table here was, I think it was this one. I think I got that for 100 cheeseburgers at a swap meet. Some of my Japanese friends love your revolvers, man. Thank you. Appreciate you coming by. There's a small deer watching through the curtains. Be careful. Yeah, and then there's an elk right there, too. Might stampede you. I have an FN. It's not a Scar. It's a 5.7. Just touching the screen, YouTube. Those are all revolvers, brother. I see the AK shotgun. Is that the Lynx? No, that's made by Atlantic British. Or, sorry, Atlantic Firearms. It's a DDI 12. How is you, Jerome? I'm doing great. The biggest one here, John, is a 500. That one's a 460. And sorry, my English is bad. No worries. Yes, from Philippines, and I'm all good after I fell off the sewer. Oh, boy. No good. Been collecting guns since I was 18, and my birthday was September 9th. I'm 63 now. You probably got more than me then. I was 18 when I first got my first registered gun as well. There's an anime called City Hunter, and the protagonist uses a 3v7 Arcana. Those are very nice. Revolver is the best. Yeah, they're the most reliable, and they're you could put them right up against something. They're great. Do you have any 25 Remington? I do not. Oh, I'm scared now. Oh, I'm scared. What's the matter, Ramsey? Need some help? Cool guns. Which is the most expensive? On the table would be the 460 Smith & Wesson right there. Oh, let's see. Is that a 30-30? That's a 30-30 here, but it's not a Winchester. It's a Rossi. That's a 44 mag Winchester 94. This is a Winchester 94 and 25-20. This is a 32-20 92, and that's a 92 25-20. We're going to get a mod, Jerome. Also, don't forget to wash your hands. I did before I started. I did. I knew you might say something if you'd come in. Let's see. Insane gun collection. Thank you. No harm, scared of dying. Oh, well, Ramsey, I'm sorry about that. God's there to help you. He can help you through. Cry out to Jesus, and he'll help you not be scared from that. Turn to him. I'm watching from Serbia. Welcome. How are you? Get a gun. I'm scared of guns. The West was not one with a registered gun. Right. No joke. Colt single action revolvers are rare and people are poor. Okay. Insane gun collection, bro. Thank you. From Bangladesh. Nice. You have a 30-30 Marlin. Nice. Root beer. His name, it's his burger. Oh, did you see that? Did you see this? Yeah, I had that for lunch. Hayabusa. No, I don't have any Taurus revolvers. Shouldn't that be good? Because they aren't as good as quality. Wish Greece had the same laws about guns. Yeah. Watching from the US of A. Same here, root beer. I'm in southern Arizona. Southpaw, welcome. How are you doing? Sweet collections. How many do you have? I'm currently at about 40 myself. I have close to 100. Last I checked, I was somewhere around 80 to 100. Hey, welcome. New mass protection SAS revolvers and lever actions are more expensive. Yeah, they would be. I have a 22 mag long rifle. Do you? No, I don't have a 22 mag long rifle. My 22 mag is this little revolver Heritage. You can change the cylinders. And then I have this little teeny North American Arms 22 mag. Beautiful. Thank you, Tony. Double tap the screen, like and subscribe. For your BP 12 gauge to use lead shot or bird shot. BP. I don't know what you mean by BP, but you mean in there? That's double aught buck is what I usually put in there, and it's behind a door. Yeah, that's a BFR. Yep. It's a 500 Magnum. I like Burger King Flamebroid. Yeah, they taste good. How much is worth for all your gun collection? 50, 60K would be my guess. Ramsey, I'm sorry for that. I wish I could help you out. Shelf in the right corner are just ammunitions. Yes. I mean, there's some guns over there, and then primers and cases. Excuse me. Anyone smash that like button, sub and subscribe. I have some 22 mags. Nice. The Winchester 92s are so long. I have two of them. That's a 92 and that one's a 92. Black powder 12 gauge, buckshot or birdshot. Oh, for the black powder, for these. I put BBs in them. Like this one right here is for a 10 gauge that I loaded myself. It's BBs with 90 grains of Pyrodex. That's a 10 gauge. And then I also put fishing weights. 22 revolver. That's a 22 mag right there. And this one's a 22 mag. And I have a cylinder. I can change this one out to put 22 regulars in it. I'm sorry, Ramsey. My girlfriend broke up with me almost a year ago, and it still hurts. Just today, honestly, I was crying about it just today. Ammunition has to be a pain. Some are. Some I load myself. I just need to borrow 10 of them. 5 pistols, 3 rifles, and 2 shotties. Hey, Armel. Thanks for coming by. Double tap that screen. Like and subscribe. Most expensive gun to load out, as in make my own loads for? Probably my 338 Lapua. 1974 model Winchester from the Gramps. Good gun. It's my first. What's it chambered in, Steel? This one right here is about a 70, 71. It's a 44 Magnum 94 AE. It's worth about $1,200. I got it for $7.95 buckaroos. No, they aren't Australian. Pat, thanks for coming by. Those ones behind me that are double barrels are actually Belgium. I have a 50 caliber. It's this 500. That's a 50 caliber. Alper. I don't have a 50 caliber like a BMG. The only reason is because my boyfriend broke up with me. I know that hurts. I know. I had breakups, a couple of them. More guns than all of where I live in Australia. One Ruger Wrangler 22. Yeah, those are nice. Yes, it's a pain. I have a 12 gauge. Should I use about 70 grains with birdshot? A black powder? Let me see. I don't think I have the black powder. Do I have the black powder lids with me? I have a little case of them. Where did I put those? Let me see if I have those written on how much I used. Those are all my 10s. Where's my 12 gauge? Those are all 10s. I would probably use 75 if Pyrodex. How often do you hunt? I just started hunting. I have one Glock. It's a Glock 10 mil. Salute you, brother. Keep it up. Hey, AR1, #1 fan. Thanks for coming by. Appreciate you stopping by. Could stay in that room straight 10 days just having fun with the guns. Yeah, I know, right? Do you have a SML 1903? Nope. Talk about getting a high point. Don't get the 380 high point if you get one. Get the 9 mil or the Yeet Cannon 10 mil. The 380 doesn't work. It jams up all the time. That one's a 30-30. Good for you. That's a nice one. They're easier to stick on that rack because they're upside down. They fit better. I have a 12 gauge over and under. Nice. Great investments. Yes, they are. Rounding 338. Nice. So it's probably a Winchester Magnum 338. Revolver Haven. Yes, these are all my revolvers. It was called Wheel Gun Thursday. And we got over 1,000 subscriptions today. We got over it finally. What do you think of a 20 mag semi-autos? I have a 20 mag 1911 that I love. I didn't know they made a 22 mag 1911. That's cool. Semi-auto. I think it'd be pretty cool to have one. The Glock Gen 5 a good gun? Yep. Cost me almost 1,000. I think it's over and under. Oh yeah. Over and unders are expensive. Majin. Everybody say goodbye to Majin. We don't need that hate speech here. Bye bye. What are the little revolvers? So we got a little, that's a 22 mag. And from this one to that one is a 32 Smith & Wesson short. Hey, see you, brother. Thanks for coming by, AR. A JI-EDC, a Gen 5 Glock 17, very reliable. Yes, they are. Do you know if long guns can be sold across state lines in a private sale? Depends what your other state agreements are. If both states do private sales, I believe that's correct. But if the other side doesn't, you got to go through an FFL. 9 mil. What about the 10 mil? I have a 10 mil. It's in the in here. It's a Glock 20. I'm not from US. Do each states have different tax rate on guns? Yes. The highest tax rate is probably California, because California has 11% gun tax and ammo plus the state tax and the city. What do you think about the Glock? I don't like it. It looks simple. I don't like Glocks myself. Keep it up, 100%. Thank you, AR #1 fan. Rock Island, don't own any. You have a favorite 38. I do have 2 that shoot 38 Smith & Wesson. That's this one and this one. And then this one shoots 357 Magnum and 38 Specials. So that's probably my favorite if you're going to want to go 38 Specials. Let's see here. Textile Solutions. I've not had any luck with the Yeet Cannon either. High points just tend to be problematic. It depends. Some of them are actually pretty good. Which one do you wonder if it's blued steel, Don? Tell me all about it. Oh, yeah. This is a 32 right here. A 32 Smith & Wesson long. This one over here that's blued, a Colt, is a 3220. I need some mods. Get them out of here. I have a couple of them. There's one of them currently that's a mod. Zeus is one. Never heard of a 32. Yep. Do you have a 10 mil pistol? Yeah, it's in there. It says Glock 20. Over state lines. Well, you have to figure out, Zeus, if the states that you're driving from one to the other allow that type of sale without having to go to FFL. Do you have a grease gun? I do not. Welcome, One Way Dakota. Appreciate you coming by. Double tap the screen. Like and subscribe. How much guns do you have? Maybe 100. Sorry I haven't said the 1911 Rock Island. My 1911's in here. It's a, what do you call it? Excuse me. Springfield. Not who's excited about Franklin Arms and Theseus. I don't know what that is. You think the double barrel shotgun is only for hunting because using it in war, sled and reloading? I mean, it would work for defense. Those are dope. Thank you. Hey, what type of the biggest one? Hey, welcome, Nishtaman. You were in here last night. That's a 500, and that one's a 460, which I had last night on the table. I have a 22 in that Ruger. Nice. Miguel, welcome. Nice 40. I don't have any 40s, actually. I don't have any 40s. I have a 300 and more boxes of ammo. I've been saving up ammunition since I was 20. Nice. Hello from Vegas. How are you? Have you cleaned them lately? You have that many rifles. I got some rifles in there. We got some rifles there, some there, a couple over here. Shotguns, a couple more rifles there, and we've got some inside the safe. You have like tactical. I don't have that much. No. Yes, that's a 500 in the corner, up there. What do you think about the newer Colt Python 2020s? Any Colt's pretty cool. New SBR. That's not an SBR, so you don't have an NF. No, this is not an SBR. Unless you get a fixed stock, then it would be. A collapsible is what I'd like to get with the 2-notch. Then it's considered it's considered a pistol brace. I regret some of my 40 and my 357. Shane, I would too. Thanks. What type of color is the biggest? Color? It's stainless, brushed stainless. Other than that, don't know. I actually just bought a Rock Island. Nice, 38 special. Those bigger handguns in a 40 cal. Never heard of 500. Yeah, that's a 500. That's a 500 Smith & Wesson round. That's a 460 Magnum. That's a Smith & Wesson gun. This one's made by Magnum Research. He's talking about the new... That's not being an SBR. Oh, they make... Oh, that being an SBR. Gotcha. Just picked up an AP-53. Pretty cool HK clone. Yes, those are. I mean, what type of calories is it? Calories? They can make caliber? That's a 500. It's called the 500. Have you ever tried the Taurus Poly Protection Model 85? It's under a pound in 38. I have not. Guys, 109 of you in the chat. Could you double tap that screen and subscribe? That's our subscription counter. Could we get some more in there, please? We'd really appreciate that. Maybe you want to see what the guy looks like. It looks massive. It is. So, how y'all doing today, guys? Thanks for coming by to Desert Armory and More. It means a lot to us. We got over 1,000 this afternoon for our subscriptions. Appreciate that. If you could double tap the screen, it's free to do. And to subscribe is free too. You just click that little floating window and subscribe. I really appreciate it. Thank you all. Looks massive. It is. Hey, Michael, welcome. Hey, yo. Looks like you need a MR73, possibly. Bobies. Interesting name. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate you subbing. Show him a smile. Let's see them smile bones. What? I drink coffee, so they're not the cleanest looking, right? The day is getting better and better. Oh, because I showed up. Which state has the worst and our stupidest gun laws? California, Illinois, and New York. Those three follow each other around. They all have stupid gun laws. Under a pound for a gun is really cheap. Are you sure about the price? I think he was meaning something else, as in the weight, how much it weighed. Yes, sir. I drink coffee for breakfast. So do I. Guns give me a boner. Oh, whoa. You just made me say something there, Micah. Let's not talk about that. Maryland is horrible as well. Yeah, they're one of the other ones. Illinois, they have rough gun laws. They even banned the AR, which thankfully Cali, where I used to live, doesn't. I'm sorry, I was being silly. Okay. But they have all the restrictions with the way you got to have a mag disconnect or that pop-up or the wing. Same with AKs, you need the wing. Come to NZ, surprising laws here with the right license. Arizona is where I live, and they have really good gun laws here. Micah is the gun gooner. Michael. That's my middle name, Michael. Hey, do you know I love to see the M19 in your hand because I don't. But it was a toy gun. I can't have I can't touch the guns. So my question is: a 500 pistol bigger than the 40 cal pistol? Oh, lots bigger, brother. Lots bigger. What do you do for a living? This right here. See how it says J. Grunwald Repair? I own that company. My name's Jerome, and I do handyman services. Nice to meet you, Michael. Yeah, that's my middle name. Prince Harry. Yes, Olu. A lot of people say I look like Prince Harry. A lot of people say I look like Prince Harry. My hair is a little bit toned like that. Not quite as red as his, And I don't have an accent like him, but I can try. I can try to talk like him, but howdy, folks. Hey, I love your arsenal of weapons. Thank you, appreciate it. I would get more guns, but they're just too expensive. I think guns for ammunition for one day, right? You look like my brother-in-law's husband. His name is also Michael. That's my middle name is Michael. Why can't you touch the guns? Because it's alive. On a live chat, Taylor, you can't touch the guns, unfortunately. Sweet. Great work. Success with your company. Thank you. What do you think about the 10 mil? Clayton, I have one. I have a, what do you call that? A Glock. It's in my gun cabinet. Make me a citizen, Your Highness. Tired of these American taxes, right? Collectors can still buy new manufactured MGs in New Zealand, new Select Fire. Oh, Select Fires, MB5. Nice. 6K. Let's see. Brazil, welcome. Antonio, what is your most favorite of them all? Of what's on the table, of what I have, would be my 460 Smith & Wesson right here, and then my 45 right there. Let's see here. Guys, like and subscribe, please. There is 71 of you in chat. See you, Jerome. Michael, go to bed. Go to bed. Gotta go to bed. Okay. See you later. I'm live every day. You're off. Okay, Don. I'm on live every day. So, Michael's a very popular name. My middle name is Lane. Gotcha. Just grabbing my tablet. I think I have more than what they're saying. This thing freezes up sometimes. Because it was at 1,070 for quite a while. So yeah, what you guys have any revolvers? Refresh your tablet. Yep, that's what we're doing. Huh, it was at 1,070 for a long time. I mean, what type of rifle do you like the most? Rifle? Best budget 44 mag, 800 or less. 44 mags, I don't know if there is any cheaper than 800 because you subbed. It's just, it must be frozen at 1070. It seems like it's been jumping by the 10s. Just put the tablet down, YouTube. If the 460 has been around back, the Dirty Harry Coleman might have had one instead of 44 mag. Yeah, probably. It's very versatile because you can shoot 3 cartridges in it. You could shoot a 460, a 45 Colt, or a 454 Casull. Where you from? What you gonna doing here? Selling guns or what? Joey, I'm from Southern Arizona, and we collect guns here as well as shoot them and hunt too. We just did a dove season. We just did some doves the other day. Look at my shorts of that. We're doing a whitetail hunt mid-November. So like and subscribe. Turn the notifications on. It was at 900 last night. Cool, you got 170 more than... actually, I was less than 900 last night. Well, I should say I was on twice last night. So yesterday, so I got some from different ones. What time are tactical rifles... was that with a scope? The one in the corner? What type? That's a 338 Lapua sniper. That's what that one is. Let's see here. We have fowl hunting here in South Florida. South Florida, nice. Yeah, see, the subscriptions are going up by the 10s, which is fine. It usually does it by the one at a time, but... let's see. That's nice. Yep. What's a fowl? A bird. I always liked dove hunting and cooking them in Dutch oven. Nice. I went at the beginning of the season, like 3 days after it started, and there was like nothing. And so I went on the last day, and I found a lot of them. Let's see here. I have been thinking about buying a 10 mil 1911 frame for carry when camping and upgrade from Ruger 44 Magnum Blackhawk. What do you recommend? A 1911 10 millimeter? I don't know. Do I have a rolling block? I do have 2 of them. Well, it depends what you mean by rolling block. Over here, I have a rolling block Remington number 4 and 32 rimfire. That's the rolling block I have. It's a hex barrel. The Boy Scouts used to shoot them a lot. That's what roller... I was thinking roller delayed, but do you know what does the Eagles? You have one? I don't have a Desert Eagle, but I have a Magnum Research, which is made by the same company, 500 right here. Gorgeous, nice, thank you. Colt had a 10 mil Delta Leap. AK-74? No, I do have an AK-47 right there. It's a Kalashnikov original, as in it actually is made by Kalashnikov. Let's see here. Double tap that screen, guys. Subscribe if you could. 87 of you in the chat. Yes, it's an AK-47. Any Savage SXS. I don't know what that is. Do you have a Galil? I do not. A Dragunov? I do not. Thanks for coming by, guys. Daweed. Ghost, thank you. I do have an SKS and I do have Savages. I do have a source set. Oh, that is for my donkey. I recently got donkeys and I'm trying to train them for riding and packing because they haven't been in a while. I'm coming hunting with you. I'll bring soap and water to make sure you stay healthy. Okay. Savage double barrels. No, my double barrels are not Savage. I don't have any Colt Pythons or 49s or 56. I'm sure I was a real AK-47. Yes, that's a real one. It's a AK-47 Kalashnikov. This one right there. These double barrels are not Savages, no. I do have a Beretta. This one right here. That's my prized one. Oh, I have a question. Do you have, or have you ever used, or do you know Loctite Green? Because I saw Larry Potterfield use Loctite Green. I've never used Loctite Green. Any Ithacas? I do not have any Ithacas. My grandpa had an Ithaca, and when he passed, my brother inherited the double barrel Ithaca. It's a shorter one. What's the worst gun you've ever used, and why? Good question, Pat. I have a Lorson 25 ACP. It's down in this box right here. That's my worst. And why? Because it doesn't work hardly. You can do one shot at a time. I want an over and under. I don't like over and unders. I prefer side-by-sides. They look cooler. They look classic. I don't have an SMLE. I don't think so. I don't know. Oh, epoxy? Gunner? I'm not sure. Ever seen the video of Eugene Stoner meeting Michael Kalashnikov? It was epic. No, I don't think so. Can you show me the AR-15 thingy? Let me unplug. Let me see what my battery is. It's only 18%. Let me bring you up closer. All right, there's my AR-15 right there. It's a Delton. Mr. Grim, what does SMLE stand for? Unfortunately, I do not remember what that stands for. And that's my Kalashnikov AK-47. But yeah, what is that? An SMLE. I've seen it a couple times, and I don't think I have that. 227 makes me sad. What do you mean 227? I wanted a Delton AR. They're pretty impressive. Inexpensive. If you can find them. They don't make them anymore. Oh, I do have a Lee Enfield then. Surplus Military Lee Enfield. Is that what it stands for? Right here. It's made by Savage. It's a Lee Enfield Savage. Any belt fid? No cam bone. Thank you for coming by, though. Unfortunately, I do not. This is British right here. Made by Savage. Lee Enfield Chamberlain, the 303 British. It's one of my favorite bolt-action military ones I have. And then we have the Mauser, the real long one there. That's from 43. This one's from 39 or 38. The Mosin Nagant is from 43. And then we have an SKS from the 50s. I need a start getting into different calibers. Only 9 and 5.56 right now. Why is your Kalashnikov as short barrel? What? Has a short barrel magazine. I don't know what you're meaning, brother. Glock 19, nice. Is it a Delton Echo? I don't know what model it is. I know it's a Delton, but I don't know which one. Any pre-1886 autos? Cambone. I do not have any autos, unfortunately. I have a friend who collects them, but I do not have any. I do not know what language that is. I think it's Korean or Japanese. It's Japanese. I cannot read that, unfortunately. Let's see here. Sorry, guys. Asthma's kicking in. It's a little stuffy. Thanks for coming by, guys. There's 59 of you in the chat. Could you double tap that screen, like, and subscribe? We'd really appreciate that. N1 Carbine. Nope. I just told someone today that people ask me if I have an M1 or the M1 Garand, and I tell them, no, I don't. Because I don't have one. If we knew how much AKs would go up, yeah, we would have bought a whole bunch of them. M1 carbines and M1 Grands are dope. Yeah, they are. They're pretty cool. I could have got a Grand for 1200. It was at a swap meet. Is an accurate baby? Kind of. I know the M1As, the newer ones, aren't very accurate. I don't know about the old M1s, but the M1As aren't that accurate, honestly, with the 308. Was a British military bolt-action rifle, oftentimes called a Smiley 303 British. So yeah, my 303 British is made by Savage. I mean, an AK-47 Clash of the Magazine short. I still don't know what you're meaning. Clash of Magic short. You mean the magazine being short? That has a 10 rounder. That's what came with it because I lived in Cali when I bought it. But I have, I think I have a couple 40s. The Delton Echo 613 I was looking at a while back went up. They were 500 now. Mine must be something different, although it was a California model too. So it might have been more because mine cost more than $600. Mine's made by DTI, Delton Incorporated. Don't know what model it is. Don't know what model it is. I have no idea. It's like the M4 look, kind of like. Let's see what we got here. I'm saying the old M1 way is super accurate. They probably are. I mean, the magazine of the Kalashnikov. You're saying clashing cough, so you probably mean Kalashnikov. That's the one that's there on the Kalashnikov. Yeah, like I said, that's a 10 rounder. I have bigger ones. I'm still in the hunt for a world record whitetail. Almost had one, but last year scored Boone and Crockett 200s and 1800s. But sure, I have to check sometime. So it depends where you live too, because there's different whitetails. Some whitetails are like by us here. The desert ones are smaller than the eastern ones. So it depends what you're going by for whitetail. Any Yugo guns? Yes. This shotgun up here is a Zastava Yugoslavian 16 gauge. And then I have. Do I have any other Yugo guns? Let's see. My CZ52. It's a. I don't think that's Yugoslavian. That's I think that's Russian. It's a Tuckaroff round. Indiana whitetails are massive. Yeah, battle rifles. Yeah, they were right here, right there. I have 4 of them. 303 British, Lee Enfield made by Savage. I have a Mosin Nagant. I have a Mauser and an SKS. If you mean those, as in military. I have a sniper precision rifle. I don't know if the military uses that. I've got the MP5 clone made by Century Arms. I have something coming for that. So if you guys like and subscribe, turn your notifications on, and when it comes in the mail, I'm going to do a live boxing of that one. A live unboxing of the part for the MP5. 16 gauge, very nice. Yeah, they are. It's just kind of hard to find them. 16 gauge. Guys, if you're new to the chat, Desert Armory and more, thank you for coming by. Everyone smash that like button and subscribe. Yes. Help get your own YouTube algorithms. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. I was in the Army and Air Force. Oh, both of them. Served 6 years in all, so I've served 3 years in both. Nice. My dad was in the Army for, what, a year and a half, 2 years? Grandpa was in the Air Force out of Tucson, Arizona. And I had a great-grandpa in the Marines, a grandpa in the Army. A lot of military in my family. Bro, amazing collection. Thank you. Hey, do you have a drum magazine for the AK? I do not, but I do have a drum right up on top here, right there, for the SKS. Handy daily gun tip and inexpensive toothbrush is nice for cleaning crud of crevices and guns. Yep, or your old used one. Maybe you already need a new one in your caddy and you just need to take it out, right? Get a new one. Let's see. How come you don't have super chats you can donate? Currently, I don't have enough watch hours. You have to get enough watch hours. You have to get 3,000 watch hours to start getting those super chats. I have about 1,400, something like that. Oh, Berserker's Ballistics just went live. He's one of the guys I follow and watch. But yeah, this is like a 74. I think it's a 74 rounder original. That come with. You can get them with them guns. Thought it was an AK-47, the drum magazine. How's SKS for mags? I haven't actually ever shot that in the SKS. Currently has what, an 8-rounder in it? A 10? I forget what they come with. Hey, Pelothi, 3rd G, what's up? Do you ever get to the point where you have too many guns? And if so, would you consider donating to family in need? As they say, you never can have too many. Appreciate you coming by. Double tap the screen, like and subscribe. We'd appreciate that. 42 of you in the chat. This is Desert Armory and More. We do lives of talking about guns. We do shorts of talking about guns, history of guns, shorts of hiking, shorts of shooting, shorts of exploring the outdoors. If you like that stuff, double tap the screen. We just did some dove hunting the other day, so I have some shorts of that. If you'd like to see more shorts of that too, I have some shorts of, we're going to, some middle of November, I have a whitetail hunt. So hang tight. I'm also going to have a live unboxing of a part for my MP5 clone. So if you'd like to do that, subscribe please. Do you still buy guns? And if so, how many a month? I usually get one a month, maybe a little less. I haven't got one in a while. Probably 2 or 3 months now. Kids in Africa have eaten those guns. Never wasted a good gun, right? God bless USA and watch over the good and bad and the fellow Marines and all the branches that are no longer fighting crudently in battle. Yep. Amen. And pray for the Kirk family. Pray for the Kirk family. The funeral's on Sunday, I believe. It's in my home state here. I would go over there myself, but I have a sermon to preach, so I won't be able to head up there to the funeral. I'm preaching that Sunday, so. Dust. We're just touching the screen, YouTube. Just double tapping the screen. Currently, that's what you put. I think I spelt it wrong there. Appreciate y'all coming by. 40 of you in the chat. Double tap the screen, like and subscribe. Today is Wheel Gun Thursday. Those are all my wheel guns. There's like 19 of them. No, 14 of them. Is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 of them. Hey, Nathan. Yes, I do have some rifles. Yes, God grant peace and serenity to the Kirk family. So I have some military rifles there, some hunting rifles in the case there, lever action rifles here, a sniper in the corner. We got some an AR and an AK there. We got an MP5 clone with HK parts. We have some shotguns and other rifles here, and some double barrel rifles right here. Saturday night specials. I have 2 of them. I have 2 of those down in that box right there. I've had them out before. I have a 25 Jennings, which is the better end of the Saturday night. In the worst end, I have one of those too. The Lorson. That's my worst gun. You should go to the funeral. Got an arsenal to protect everyone mourning. People are so despicable, trashing his marriage. I know. Hey, Nathan. Thank you. I appreciate that. Like, how would they like it if we stomped all over their past grandpa or their past uncle or aunt or whatever? Joshua Johnson, welcome to chat. Grace Ambrosi, welcome. Hey, Mr. Arizona, my fellow brother, what's up? Pleasure to be back. Thank you. We got a fellow Arizona in the chat. Show me your... No, we're not going to do that. Nice collection, brother. Thank you. Brandon Martinez, how long do you take you to collect all these revolvers? My first revolver would have been this little dinky one right here. I bought in 2012 or 13. And our last one we bought was this one right here. It's a Colt. So it's probably taken me from 2013 till now to get all this. The church that disrupted veterans' funerals comes to mind. I don't know what you mean by that, Cameron. Like and subscribe, guys. They're really not be passed on. Nope. Revolvers? No. Well, other than inherited. Don't sell them, yeah. Right next to your Revolt on the sniper is Lucky. Oh, that right there. Yeah, that's a 338 Lapua. Made by Ruger Precision. Good eye. They really do. Okay, let's see. Josh, with my brother or sister, I'm a kind of angel from heaven, and held the black and white wings taste like Oreo cookies. Citizen, back it up. Don't know what you're reading there, Joshua Johnson. Brian, what's up? Very nice collection. What's your favorite brand? Thank you for coming by, Mr. Kramer. I would probably say Smith & Wesson or Ruger. Everybody spam the screen. Yep, like it. Yep, like and subscribe. Double tap the screen. Those are our subscriptions. We got over to 1,000. Thank you guys. Your wings taste like an Oreo. What, Joshua? Yeah, I don't know if that's a scammer or spammer. I have no idea. I think he's rattling off some for song. Anyways, any 1911s? Yes, Mr. Arizona Boy. I have one in there, as well as my double stack 1911 right there. FBI warning. Can you show me clock of 9? I have no idea what you mean, Mr. Johnson. Yes, Smith & Wesson has a very nice all-round. John Wick, the closest thing I have to a John Wick is my TTI Combat, which is a Terran Tactical, which John Wick used a lot of those. Ruger for sure is mine. Yeah. Ruger's a little cheaper than Smith & Wesson on most of their stuff, but they're just as reliable. The timing holds well. We hope not. Can you show me a gun for John Wick, a revolver? They probably have a revolver in one of those, but I don't have anything of a revolver that he has, as far as I know. Most of his stuff, I believe, is semi-automatic. Yeah, the 500, right? Right there. That's my 500. Do you have a Desert Eagle or a revolver from John Wick? This is a Desert Eagle is made by the same company as this one, Magnum Research, but I do not have that. Any 7 shots? No, I have 5 and 6. No 7s. That would be the 357, 686 Smith & Wesson, and the, what is it, the Elite version or something like that? An old cavalry revolver. A few of them look like that, yeah. A few of them do look like that. Guys, thanks for stopping by to Desert Armory More. We really appreciate it. 500 is a great varmint pistol, definitely. It's perfect. That 500 too, because the trigger guard's so small, hurts your finger. When you hold that thing and fire, even though you're holding it really tight on the bottom, the trigger guard is so small that it jams into your finger here and hurts. Brody, love you, man. You're an awesome man. Thank you. Justin, God bless the fellow veterans and fighters that are fighting right now. God bless them. Yes, amen, Justin. Alguna Magnums. Yes, Juan. Tiene. Esta es una. Y esta también y otra ya. Es una 357 Magnum. Y esta es una 450. 460. Y esta es a 500. Jerome is Liam Nyson. No, I'm not. Yeah, elephant guns. Do you have a very hairy gun? No, I do not. Do you have a 22 LR? I do. They're in there. Sorry. Plus, that shoots 22 LRs if I switch the cylinder out. And then this shoots 22 LR. That's a 22 mag. And currently, that one's a 22 mag. Have you used... Whoops. Have you used a matchlock or flintlock? I never have. Muy bueno, muy bueno. Gracias para bien, Juan. Gracias. ¿Dónde vive? How can you use with your... I have no idea what you're doing, Guido. Soy de Argentina. Ah, está bien. Estoy en Arizona, Estados Unidos. Gracias. What is the big bullet on the top of the safe? That's a 50 BMG. Blunderbuss for home defense. Yeah, because you could just shove everything in there. Which one is the oldest? I like collecting old guns. Of what's on here, probably this Ivor Johnson or this little revolver here. I think that one's from 1870s or 1880s. Cuando tus cajas encuentran con las salida para cuadrar las bolas. Bueno, está bien, hermano. Gracias. And then, as in a rifle, my oldest rifle is esta aquí. It's una Kentucky rifle. It's from 1820 to 1890, or sorry, 1860. Do you have a Nazi Russian gun? I do not. Do you farm or fish? I don't farm. I have a hunt and fish combo, so I'd love to do some fishing. I don't speak Spanish, so I don't know what you responded to that. Okay. Well, you wrote something. Hey, what's up, Ruffian? How you doing? Bueno, la temática es de la costado de las otras cosas. No tiene una temática. Es no legal en Estados Unidos, pero necesito mucho papeles y muchas diferentes leyes en firmes. Es muy, muy difícil para una temática arme en Estados Unidos. En inglés no mamas. No mamas. Hey, Rod, what's up? ¿Qué pasó, hermano? Do you have World War One from Nazi? I do not, Joshua. Hey, Showman. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. Okay. Do you have any plate carriers? Not yet, Ruffian. I've been trying to figure out which ones I should get. Just touching the screen, YouTube. Excuse me. I'm not sure which ones I should get. That's tight right there. What's tight? Do you have any Russians pistols? Yes, I have a Russian. It's a CZ52 chambered in a Tuckerov, and then I have a Mosin Nagant chambered in the 7.62 54R. Remember, you have 109. Yeah, yes, I just got past that now. It'll probably go up. It's been as soon as it hits the next 100. 10. It'll go up to the next one. I don't know why. What did my Google Translate text even say? I have no idea. Look it up. I was looking at it briefly. Glocks. I have one Glock in there. It's a Glock 20 10 mil, and then I have a SIG M18 P320, and I have a SIG P365. Do you have a 20 or 12 model 100 semi-automatic? No, my 12 gauge is a 1200 pump action. It's a Winchester. And then I have a Sears and Roebuck model 200, which that's modeled after the 1200 Winchester. And then I have a Weatherby 20. I don't have any semi-automatic. Well, I do have one semi-automatic 12 gauge right there. It looks like a Sega's, but it's actually a Atlantic Firearms DDI or something like that. Apparently, to graduate from high school in my state, you are required to know a second language, which I think I kind of dumb. Really? Well, in a way, that's not dumb. That's being smart. Do you have a Russian sniper? I do not. Favorite Glock? Hey, Ruffian, I actually don't like Glocks. I'll tell you a secret there. I don't really like Glocks. The only reason why I got a Glock 10 was because the state I lived in only allowed 3 10 mils. They had a Kimber, that was a 1911 version, a revolver 10 mil, and then a Glock. I didn't want those. I wanted a Smith & Wesson, but it wasn't on the California roster when I lived there. But I am not a Glock fan. It's okay, though. Favorite SIG? I don't have a lot of SIGs. I really like my 365 as a EDC. If you were to move to another state, which one would you pick? I would pick all of them. Not sure what that question was. I'd bring all of them with me. What about this drum? ¿Cuánto salsa picante puedes? You're asking how much salsa you want to put on a pie of the pie or something like that. Pie, though, is actually pasteles. That would be cake, though. Hey, Britt, Trevor, welcome to the chat. The gun was right behind you, long barrel. Oh, behind me? This long barrel here is a 5.77 Schneider from 1860. Good eye. Can you show me the drawback for the SKS? I can't touch the guns on lives. Nitro Sniper is car or Mauser 7mm. I don't have any of those, unfortunately. I love that I grew up speaking Spanish as well as English. I wish I knew more languages. Are those airsoft guns? Julio, no, they are not. They're all real. The only one that's not a real gun is that pellet gun right there. It's those first 2 revolver Magnum Research. The first one is, good eye, Robert. That's a Magnum Research 500, and this is a Smith & Wesson 460. Good eye. What is your favorite gun to carry for house defense or out everywhere? I have a 2.0 Bodyguard that I keep in my pocket a lot of times, and then I have a 365 SIG. Are you by law allowed to go into your backyard and shoot? Not where I'm at. It's too close quarters. You have to be within a quarter mile of a house to shoot. Oh yeah, hey again. Hi again. Yep. Not CIA. How you doing again? Not kill no one. And then no risk. I don't know what you mean, Rod. Ask how many spicy sauces can you chew with your toenail. Okay, see, I didn't catch all of it. Can we see the Mosin? Let me move you up. So this is the Mosin right here with that strap. It's the strap's from 53, but the gun is from 42. Do that with a song of pop. Please, Bill. I don't know that song. Hey, what's up? Project R1. Why do you have so many guns? Because it's America. Freedom. Do you have an MP7? No, but I do have an MP5 clone right there. Robert Beast. Yep. And I look at the table. I know all the... Spell all those guns of buses and everybody's bleeping. I have an uncle named Joshua Johnson. Okay. Nathan Johnson, welcome to the chat. Google Translate is probably not quite right. Not quite. I didn't look at it very well. I knew it was talking about putting salsa in something. What clone is the MP5, the brand? It's a Century Arms. Century Arms, I guess you call it actually a MK5 or something like that. I forget. An MKE or something. But it has HK internals, Hectel and Crouch internals. The guy switched it out. AP5, MKE, AP5. Sorry, I got to take this business call. Okay, be right back. Okay, see ya. We'll probably be on for another 15 minutes. Have you got a stock for the MP5? We plan on getting one. Do you have a Heckler & Koch 416? I do not. Can you show me a 12 gauge Ferry from Americans? Ferry? Don't know what you mean. Are you coming back on later? In the evening, I'll probably do another live, yes. I like the Italian bolt action Garcano. Nice. I don't have one. I was a very accurate rifle. By the time ammo was scarce. Yeah, it's hard to find. The PPU isn't quite the right size. Got to get a suppressor for the MP5. Yes. One of these days we might, especially if it's the same threads as my double stack right here. If it's the same threads, that would be perfect because they both shoot 9mm. I play airsoft with an M1 Abrams tank. Yeah, right. The first time you said I'll use for airsoft and keep on popping on them. I have no idea what you mean. I don't have an airsoft. What we got? 47 people in the chat. Guys, thanks for coming by to Desert Armory and more. Maybe you want to see the friendly face that's talking. How's it going, guys? Appreciate you showing up. I don't have a airsoft. Remember, Joshua Johnson. I just said I don't have one. SDG 44. I do not. What's the smallest gun you have? My smallest gun is a single shot 22. It's not on the counter because it's a single shot. Today was revolver or wheel gun Thursday. Airsoft forever like a tank. I don't have one of those. I am not a FSL. Nope. I have a friend that I go to for an FFL. It's a gun and pawn. I should get a QNR, or what they're called, a Curio license. The FBI has a sweet MP5. I got trained on it. Nice. Can you shoot for away with it or close range? Oh, you're talking about the king thingy. It's going to rain far away rings. Okay. Mountain, thank you for coming by. Appreciate. MT09 guy. We have somewhere between 80 and 100, we might guess. My 1911 is in there. It's a Springfield. You should get a minigun. That would be fun. Isn't 25 APP smaller than 22? It's a smaller, shorter bullet, but it's bigger round, and actually has a primer. Which one is American? Because I want one to be 1971 adult frontline. Don't know what you mean, brother. Minigun go. Brrr. Had you tested a Chiappa 9mm M1 carbine? I haven't. I wonder how well that works. It's a Chiappa brand, huh? Center fire round. Yes. Yeah, the 25 is a center round. Center fire round. Sorry. Hey, he's back. Get an M1 Grand. I would like to. My local gun and pawn has two of them right now. They're 14 and 1600, if I recall. Do you have a World War II Russian rifle? I do. I think my battery's going dead here. We got 25%. So my Russian is this one. My Mosin Nagant. Right there. It's an M38 carbine. Airsoft MG42 sounds like a lawsuit. Because MG34 and MG42 are cheap. Hip fire in an MG42 is a nightmare. I don't know. I've never done it. The FBI version looks like yours, has an integrated suppressor, and was meant to be used in some automatic rifle. I have seen those. At the very end, what kind of pistol is that? Did the scope on? I don't have a pistol with a scope. Unless you're meaning a red dot. This? So there was someone who requested this to be out. I do request. So if someone asks if I have a certain gun, I'll stick it out in the next live. That is the TSUS double stack 1911. Is the SKS Russian or Chinese? It's a Norinco, so it's Chinese. S&W or SIG? S&W, brother. I like SIG, but there's a few things they got some problems with, more so. Could you put a M870? If I have it, I'd put it. If I don't, I can't put it. Awesome collection from Phoenix, Arizona. Brother! Hey, I'm from southern Arizona. I'm down from Tucson. I'm south of Tucson off of I-10. Near Benson. Welcome. How are you? Thanks for coming by. M16s? No. That is a TSUS. Yep. I got a Russian and a Yugo. Nice. I like my Chinese. My AK, by the way. Someone just asked if I had an AK. Ruffin. Shot Talk 2AZ. Hey, if you subscribe, I'll subscribe back to you, brother. If you're public. Thanks for coming by. Do you have a SIG 266? I do not. No. Hey, Arizona Gun Boys. Did you see that guy? He's from Phoenix. There we go. Shot Talk 2AZ. Yes, sir. Thank you. There's a lot of people in my chat that come that are from Arizona. You know why? We've got good gun laws here. My Charger 79. Nice. I wish you do, my brother. I wish you had fun with airsoft. Never shot really airsoft. A friend of mine had those little gel bead ones. And then my nephew had a little teeny pistol that was. Yes, sir. Subbing to his channel now. Good. I screenshot it. I hope I can find him. Shot Talk 2AZ. That's probably what his name is. But I just got to see if I can find him. Let's see. There's yours. There's Mr. Clippy. See if I can find his handle. He didn't talk enough yet, I don't think, to be able to be in. That ain't bad. And Shorts Shotney from YouTube are from AZ as well. Oh, I haven't seen that one, I don't think. You know who else is? Forgotten Weapons. He is too. I don't know if you've ever seen his shorts of him shooting out in the desert. They've got like saguaros all by him, so definitely he's in Arizona. Shot Talk AZ. Is that what your handle name is? Forgotten Weapons? You haven't heard of him? McCollin, I think his last name is. Something McCollin? Yes, sir. FAL Man. Have you heard of him? He's from up by Phoenix area. FAL Man. He has a channel. He does lives almost every night as well. FAL, like the gun. An FAL gun. Hello, ATF here. Yeah, Baby Harrison. Nice to meet you. 3-letter company. Thanks for coming by. What's up? Oh, we don't need that language in here. I swear, sir, he has his guns. Listen. I carry my Desert Eagle, a baby Bourgeois. I like the big boy. Let's see. What is the second single action revolver from the left? Oh, my battery's dying on my... That one? That is a Heritage Rough Rider with a 22 mag. And I have also cylinders for it to shoot the 22 long rifle. Brijorn, there we go. What's your most prized gun? I kind of have them in categories, but I would lean towards this double barrel Silver Hawk 10 gauge I have. I would say it's my most prized pretty much. Brijorn, yep. Do you have an MP14? I do not. It looks so sweet. Thank you. Get robbed. No, thank you. Brijorn. Yeah, Brijorn. Put you back on the stand, guys. Any 570... You mean 4570s? No, I do not. I would like to get a 4570 lever action as well as a trapdoor. The Silverhawk is beautiful. Yeah, I have some shorts of me shooting that if you want to look at those. From Tennessee, so I can legally carry Desert Eagle. We can't hear. Has someone ever tried to rob you? Nope. Most cheap gun you have. My cheapest gun was actually $50. It was a 12 gauge shotgun, Sears and Roebuck. I used it in my dove hunt look up my shorts that I just posted, and you'll see them there. My battery's dying on my light here, guys. Sorry, it got darker. Do you have a German Panzer Force? I do not. I'll try that. Some beads inside. Try with airsoft. Don't interrupt me. Yes, that I shot a 45-70 and wow, but a good dent in my AR-500. Yep, I got a 100 times scope on a Derringer. How would you fit that on there? Oh, YouTube. Just touching the screen thing here. Reach out to me. What is your favorite caliber? Of what's on the table? Probably my 460 and 45 Colt. Shots Talk 2AZ. I'm trying to find your handle here. That way I can screenshot that and like comment on one of your shorts. Let's see here. I do not see you in the top fans names. That's where they usually would have like the handle name. Huh. That's weird. Don't see you. What do you think of the beast? I like the saws. 2 teens tried to rob me with knives. I laughed at them and they said, "He crazy," and took off. Big wheel gun, man. I like it. Thank you, Bobby. That's a 460 here and a 500 there. What's your shortest long gun? Wouldn't it be considered a carbine, though, then? You're funny, Zeus. Excuse me, my brother. Got to go. Your vote and with the sniper like it's from Halo. It's right there. No worries. Yeah, if that's your favorite, my collection, that's my favorite bolt action. If you look at last night's live, it has my favorite bolt action, my favorite revolver round, my favorite semi-auto, my favorite shotgun, my favorite lever action, all that good stuff. I'm sorry I had my sound down. Is that an MP5 or MP7? It's an MP5. It's a clone, but yeah, it is an MP5. Just sub to that. Love your content as well. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and sub to him too. Once I'm off, hopefully. Hey, what's up, Mr. Justice? Thanks for coming by. What kind of gun is that on the wall on the east right now? Over here? Hey, can you show me the SKS raw? You mean raw mag? You mean this thingy? That? The drum? There you go. So an SBR, a carbine. I don't have any SBRs. I don't have any short barrel rifles. I have carbines. I don't have any SBRs. I'll go with jelly beans. Okay, everyone drop a like and sub. Yes, please do that. Hey, I haven't been on in a while. How are you all? Ryan, thank you for coming by. Appreciate you stopping. How are you doing? The lever action with the scope looks bad. That's a 30-30. You still there? Yep. Hey, how does it go on to the SKS? You have to pop out the original factory one and pop that one in. What's a carbine then? A carbine? A carbine's anything that's between a... I think a carbine's anything that's between an SBR length and a regular length. I'm still alive. Well, that's good. We have POF5, a licensed H&K clone, and MP5 made by POF. Mine's made by Century Arms. Great weapon, also some bomb armor. Nice. I like the way you display the revolvers. Thank you. Appreciate that. Do you have a 1911? Yes, it's in my safe. It's in there. You want that as a request? Because I take request, as in like my next live, you can ask if I have it. If I do, I stick it on the table the next live. Let me see. I need to get my pen or pencil, whatever you call it. And what we got? Hussein, welcome back. One of the worst qualities I had ever tested was Turkish made. Wasn't your opinion on it? I have a Turkish made 1911 right there. Double stack. Hey, Karam. Oh, so nice. Thank you. Appreciate it. Turkish Mauser were great. Yes, I have that Turkish Mauser, that really long one. It's obviously there would be German design, so that's probably why they're good too. I need my pen. I'll be right back. you were wanting to see my 1911, huh? Stoger is by far the best Turkish-made firearms. Yeah, they make decent shotguns. What is the smallest weapon you got? It's in this box down here. It's a little 22. So they want the 1911 on the table. That was niche. Maybe the older version of what? Possibly, yeah. You should put your B-52 bomber plane next to Tailstream. Yeah, I don't have one of those. Gatling guns, ammunition, the shotgun next to the Gatling. I don't have a Gatling gun and ammunition that was a shotgun next to it. I don't know that. I don't know which one you're talking about, brother. Joshua. I tried that one with the airsoft. Turkish Mausers had really good steel too. Usually sold them for lots of money. My Turkish Mauser I got for about 200 buckaroos. Try the STR9 handgun desert. Who makes the STR? I don't have that, but I can look it up. STR9. Who makes that? Is that by Stoger? I didn't know they made handguns. I'm guessing it's a 9mm. Double tap the screen, guys, if you like this stuff. You have come into Desert Armory and more. We appreciate you coming by. We do shorts of shooting, shorts of talking about guns, shorts of hiking, shorts of exploring old mines, shorts of hunting. We just posted some dove last Monday. We're going to do some shorts of shooting whitetail mid-November. And I have a part coming for my MP5 clone. And we're going to do a box opening of that when it comes on live. And if you want to see that, subscribe and turn those notifications on. Yeah, Shot Talks. I think the chat froze up, but I'll be right back. All right, yeah, it sure froze up. Sorry, guys, you were talking a whole bunch. I'm way behind now because that's just how it did. Let's see, does the shotgun right on the shelf? Those are shotguns that I'm working on. They're 12 gauges. Let's see here. Sorry, guys, I'm way behind. Turkish Mouth is really good. Okay, now what? Let me try the long gun. Okay, Glock's 19. I don't have a Glock 19. When you ask what the smallest gun is, do you mean the caliber or length? Just the overall size. That looks good with the airsoft too. I have some ammo, 8mm Mauser probably from Ottoman Empire. Nice. Why do you put the teeny 22 short break action away? Because it's not a revolver, and today was about revolvers. Stoger, okay. Stoger, I have a Rossi 38 special. Nice, Bobby. Thank you for coming by. Hey, Riff Rap, welcome back. Visit the CZ Scorpion. I've been looking at it for weeks. Still at the gun store. That means you didn't get it. 40 and 45. Nice. All right, my battery, go and catch you. See you later. Thanks for coming by, Joshua. Stoger has 9, 40, 45, and STR series. Nice. What type of part pistol and the smallest one you have? Not sure what you mean by that, but I have my smallest pistol is a 22 short. How much is the H&K ones going for the MP5s? The clones? My clone, it has HK parts. Came with one mag. It was like 1,200 cheeseburgers. Mr. Justice, go to a gunsmith if you have any doubts and safety concerns. Okay, nice revolver collection. Thanks, Adrian. Welcome. That was the question of the day. If you have a revolver, what do you have? What type of wheel guns do you own? Have you just seen an MP40? I believe I have online. Marika Addictive Release, whatever that is. Finally caught up to the chat here after I came back. Let's see. Yeah, I knew you said it. Additive or auditive? Hey, what's the little cat's about? Auditive release. Got it. Welcome. What's your favorite out of those here? My favorite would probably be this big one right here. It's a 460 Smith & Wesson. And next would be my Colt 45 Cimarron. Like and subscribe, folks. We've got 1,100 subscriptions. If you give me a subscription, it won't show until it's past 10 for some reason, like 1,110. Cameron, where I live, you have some crazy bleeps. I am from Pakistan. Travel areas called FAPTA. You will know it better by the Cyber Pass, whatever that is. Hey, he's back. What's up? You said dove hunting. I used to do dove hunting in Chowchilla. I was just down the road from Chowchilla. I lived where the big sequoia trees are in Squaw Valley, up Highway 180. And over in Chowchilla, I drive by it a lot of times off of, what is that, Highway 99 there. And I used to do sheds and stuff out of Centerville, which is near Singer. I did sheds in the garages. I worked for a company called Golden State Buildings. I worked there for, what, 6 years, 5.5 years? What, you know them? Yo, brother! Do you have any AKs? Yes, Mr. Justice. You lived in Merced. Okay. I used to drive through there a lot to go to Sacramento. There's an AK and an AR right there. And then I have this AK looking shotgun that's made by Atlantic Firearms. You lived in Merced. Nice. Yeah, I used to live in Squaw Valley. It was it was east of Fresno. And getting a trophy elk, Justin, at least for Arizona. If I was only talking hunting Arizona, a trophy elk. I'm familiar with the territory. Yep, I figured you would be. Yeah, it's dove. There's all sorts of dove over there in California. They got a lot of doves. What are those rounds on the left of the table? These? Oh, someone was asking to see a 410 and a 4570. That's what those are. And then that box is 3220, and those are just tips for them because I reload them. I have an MPI and 65 Russian AKM and a Polish Tantum chambered in 545. Nice. That SKS is that AK is a Kalashnikov AK-47. Glad to hear someone from home. LOL, I'm the 4570 guy. As in you have a YouTube that you do a lot of that stuff on? Damn, you got some arsenal there. Thank you. Greetings from the UK. You were already here, right? Or no, you weren't. Do you even have to re-barrel any revolvers, please? Can I get a shout out? Shout out to James Sheehan from UK. Welcome. Rebarrel or revolver? I've never rebarreled a revolver. What's your favorite EDC? Daniel, good question. I have a 2.0 Bodyguard, Smith & Wesson, and I have a 365 SIG. No one's breaking in your house. Right. I asked about the 4570. Oh, okay. Yeah. I don't own any. Hey, what time come to Christmas? Whoops. Christians, there's a lot of military stuff and weapons. I don't know what you're asking there, unfortunately. Justin says, I got an elk in Colorado 3 years ago. See, for me to get an elk in Arizona, it's almost impossible because it's a lottery system. I almost have to buy a hunt that specifically guarantees that I'm going to get an elk. And that's going to be like, what, $4,000 or more? Do you have any Glocks? Gay Eel, I do. I have one in that over there, a Glock 20 in 10 mil. I don't have any 4570s, no. Johankenberg, welcome to chat. We have more like an original sides because during Soviet Afghanistan, a lot of them were dumped in the areas. Okay, gotcha. Do you do shooting on live? You're not allowed to do shooting on live, unfortunately. What do you think about the videos of SIGs firing on its own? Daniel, I think SIG needs to fess up, put on his big boy pants, and recall all of them. And when they recall them, give them the value it costs for them to replace that. Or give them the brand new 2011. I had a Smith & Wesson Model 10 rebarreled once. It was out of time and the gap was very large. Gotcha. Yeah, they get out of time and that gap between the cylinder just gets too much play, so the timing will want to try to jump and get slipped. What's your favorite known gun to hunt with? Like I said before, I think I mentioned that this is my first time hunting deer, so I'm bringing my 270 and my 30-30 lever for close-up. Got any original Colts? I got two of them. I got two Colts that are actual Colts. Police positive, it's early 1900s, in a 32 Smith & Wesson long. And then we have a Colt over here that's a 32-20, early 1900s. 704 Chad, welcome to chat. The Eagle, welcome to the chat. Give everyone a FRR complimentary P365. Yeah, right? Because they work. Nothing's wrong with them. Hey, one time come to Kurdistan. There's a lot of weapons and a lot of war going on. Okay. 704 Chad. I guess I have not seen his chats. Get any 7 or 8 round revolvers? I do not. It'd be nice to have one, Chad. All mine are 5 or 6. Got a sub of me, brother. Thank you. As I said, for some reason, this counter, after it passed 1,000, doesn't add them up until you hit the next 10. So it'll say 1,110 next. Or do you know someone that has one? Yeah, I have one right here. Justin, right there. It's a, unless you're reading an actual MP5, that's a clone. Yes, 704 Chad, that is a 500 right here. Magnum Research makes that one. Let's see. AZ Boy says, got to take off. Thanks for the live. Catch you in the next one. Yep. Okay, Arizona boy. Thank you. Love my 365. Great striker fire. No clue how they screwed up. It's because originally the P320 was a hammered, not a striker. And so they converted it to a striker, and it was patterned after the P226, if I remember. And that's the problems. Question, my friend across the pond, do your gun rights get taken away for DUI or caught? They don't have guns over there. Any snipers? Adrian, yes, we got one right there. 338 Lapua sniper made by Ruger Precision. Do you have or seen an M249 Bravo up close? Possibly, but it's not ringing any bells. Whoops. No more snipers. It is designed marksman now. Designated marksman. Do you like to fox hunt or coyote hunt? I would like to do coyote. I've done in the past. I would love to use that on the coyote. That sniper is bad. Yes, it is. It is. It's a precision Ruger. It shoots 338 Lapua. It's a little bit bigger than a 300 Weatherby mag. About the same speeds and bullet coefficiency and all that. I load those myself with the hunting rounds. There's 40 of you in the chat. Thank you so much for coming by to Desert Armory more. Appreciate you showing up. Maybe you want to see the face that you've been listening to. Appreciate you showing up. We do shorts of shooting. We do shorts of talking about gun history a little bit. We do shorts of hiking, outdoor stuff, some shorts of some of my work on my handyman, which I got my handyman shirt on now. I own the business. So if you like that stuff, double tap the screen and subscribe. We'd really appreciate it. Thank you. Let's see here. Sorry if that question triggers YouTube bosses. Who knows? My longest shot was 300 meters. Gotcha. I would see how much damage does a 50 cal did. So there's a guy who did a video on that, and they couldn't show it because it was pretty gruesome. Hey, sent a sniper in the last episode you made. You saw a sniper? Yeah, I have had that on the last one. Yep, that's the same one. I had the butt stock folded. What is your favorite gun back story? What do you mean gun back? You mean like history? Obviously, a lever action would have good history behind it, as well as a 45 Colt. I'm not 100% sure what you mean about that. Was that an AP5 you flashed? Yes, the Eagle by Century Arms. Yes, it's an AP5. We are getting a part in the mail for that soon. So if you want to see me do a live unboxing of that part, anybody in the chat, if you want to see a live unboxing for a part for my MP5 clone, like and subscribe, turn on your notifications, then you'll know when I'm having my another live when that comes. Love lever actions. Yep, I got a whole bunch of them over there. And some more else. Would love to try some shooting. Nice. Hunting, but I'm from the UK. Nice collection, though. I'm going to sub and for more content. Thank you. And look up my shorts. I got a lot of shorts. Appreciate that. And then, yeah, I take requests. Ask if I have a certain gun in the chat. If I do have it, I'll put it on the next live on the table. Someone asked for my 1911, so I'm going to put that on the table later. Someone asked last live for my double stack 1911, which is right there. He wasn't here yet, so I'll put it on next time too. Adrian, how many gun clubs would you would have you as a guest? Hey, Roblox. Yo, do you have a Deagle? I do not. I have something made by the same company, which is Magnum Research. This one right here is made by Magnum Research. It's a 500. Have you went to UK? I have never not. I've never been there. You should do a range short with the MP5. Range or rain? Yeah. I have done a short of shooting that. I believe I did. Got an AP5 and Scorpion 3 Plus micro that rotates through the car gun. They fit the exact same roll. Nice, nice. Sounds good, Eagle. Hey, Blossom, welcome to the trail. Not the trail. To the live. Favorite truck gun? I just have a pistol in the door. Just a 9mm or my 380 bodyguard. What's the scariest gun you have ever shot? Honestly, I don't know. I mean, it's a little scary shooting some of my old antiques with my hand loads because they're old shotguns or whatever. Do you have a sniper rifle? I do, right there. Thanks for asking. It's a 338 Lapua sniper. It goes about up to 2 miles. Some people have shot up with that. Hey, Arish, welcome. 238 specials, a 5-shot, and Smith & Wesson 637 Heritage Rascu. Nice. Muscle Carl Lover. Thanks for coming by. Appreciate you showing up. Like and subscribe. Double tap the screen. After you upgrade the part you're waiting on. Yeah, we'll do something. Don't worry. Hey, I want you. Can you put my name on the 1911? I think I did put your name. Yes, Nasu, right? Nashi. Yep, I got you for 1911. Nashi. However you pronounce that. UK is nice and the people are very polite and respectful. I just got a picture of a giant 180s buck on trail cam. Nice. My friend likes guns. Good. Caspian Arms used to have custom serial numbers and other grades. Yeah, so does what's that other one called that the gun collector has? I'm trying to blank on the name. It's a high-end gun company. They make like fancy 1911s. Got a Glock 19 Saturday. Nice. Just saying. Sweet. I've got a feeling you've got a M1A or some M114 nearby. I didn't pick as a FAL Scar heavy guy. I don't have any of those. An M1A, I really would like to buy one. But I have not bought one yet. A Scar, you're right. I am not a Scar guy. I would buy an FAL or a G3. M14 variant, I got one, I guess, over there. It's a AR-15. Do you have a gun lock? I got all sorts of gun locks. They're the cable type or the trigger type. Let's see here. But yeah, I don't like Scars. To me, you pay way too much for a Scar, for an FN Scar. They're just way too much. I mean, an FAL is kind of pricey too if you get an FN brand. But you can get the DA brand. They're way cheaper. Let's see here. YouTube, I'm just touching the screen. Just touching the screen. All right. 39 of you in the chat. Thank you guys for coming by. I appreciate it. This is Desert Armory and more. Appreciate you showing up. You should make it to where you can put guns on your wall. You mean like a lot of people have been getting those hold-up displays? Well, I've got those. I've got that rack and the one behind me. Let's see here. Cameron, the FFL was cool. I got to shoot a Harrington and Richardson T58 prototype. Really cool and very few made. What is your favorite truck? I think you mentioned that one already. Truck gun? And then I said I have a 365 that I keep in the door, or my 380 2.0 bodyguard. Hey Goon, you have a baby 100. Nice. Is that the 5-shot 357? Do you have any mounts on your wall? Where's that one at? I don't think I didn't put it up in here. I have one. It was my grandpa's. I don't know where it is though. I had it up in my room back in Cali. It's just the antlers with the forehead plate. Why'd I never mount that in here? I have a small one. It was my grandpa's. 7-shot. Nice. What's the oldest gun you have? Any antiques? So that's an antique. This is an antique. So antique is clarified by older than 1889. Antique, 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 antique. That one's not. That lever action at the tip of the paper, I'll do the tip of the pen. That's an antique because it's older than 1889. It's an 1885. Antique, 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 antique. That one's not. This is an antique here. It's a garden gun. That's an antique. This is an antique. That one's an antique. And let's see here. There's two shotguns in the corner that I'm working on antiques, and the shotgun down here is an antique. And this single shot Stevens 25 rimfire right there is an antique. Yeah, bro, should put more. I think it would be look nicer. Possibly. It's just I don't have much wall room to do that. It's pretty much filled up already because I have cabinets and whatnot. Do you have AK-47? I do. It's right there. That reddish one right there. It's Red Russian. It's a Kalashnikov. Ruger GP101 and a GP100. They're both good guns. Yep. Have you seen an MG47 in Germany? Nope, never been in Germany. I've seen and shot an MG42. Nice. Nice, some history there. Yep. Gotta have one, either a 686 or a GP101, 100. Yep. Hello, man. How are you doing? I'm doing great. How about you, GR1D Lowboy 74? I'm doing great. Thank you for coming by. Appreciate it. Today is Wheel Gun Thursday. Do you have any wheel guns? These are all my wheel guns. Those are all my wheel guns on the table there. Appreciate you stopping by. What's your favorite revolver? On the table, excuse me. You need to expand the ammo storage. Possibly. What's your favorite revolver? Right now, it's this 460 and my 45 Colt. Have you seen the M2 Browning machine gun? It has 50. I have. I'm good and actually don't have a revolver. Okay, what you got then? You got any Glocks or Canics or anything like that? I have a water gun. That's about it. Yep, that sounds good. Do I have a water gun? I don't have a water gun. I do have a Nerf gun. It's like a 5 or 6 shot little revolver style. I don't think I have any of those. Well, Adrian, can't you have, you can have pellet guns over there, right? And air guns. I've got my World War II 1911 and World War II Luger P08. Nice! I have a 1911, but it's not World War II, and I would love to have a Luger. Hey, what's up, Guy 45? Any 22 revolvers? I do. I've got 2 of them. Well, technically more than that, but... So this is a 22 Magnum, and I have a cylinder to change it to 22 long rifle. This one there is a 22 long rifle, and that one is a 22 mag. What type of Nerf gun is it? I honestly don't know, other than it's a little 6-shot revolver thing. Hey, what's up, Vernon? Checking in. I'm going to need a little education on how to know when you're on live. I started viewing you 2-3 weeks ago, and it was open. Okay, so normally, Vernon, it's fairly hard set that I'll have a live at 6 p.m. Or between 6 p.m. and 7, somewhere around there. But I've been throwing in a couple lives in the afternoon. Just I need to get my views up to get what do you call that? Where you can start making a little money on YouTube. Okay, what type of Nerf? I don't remember. What's the biggest caliber revolver you have? Right there. GR1D. That's a 500. And then that one is a 460. Those are my 2 biggest ones. I don't think Glocks are ugly. They kind of are. Yeah, sorry, Vernon. And what's sad, though, too, even if you turn notifications on, YouTube doesn't like pushing 2A content. So they won't always alert you. That's just how they are. They're just mean like that. That's a big mama. Yes, it is. Guys, I will have to close down here in about 6 minutes, just so you know. I know you just got in, Vernon, but I've been on for 2 hours and 24 minutes already. So I wish it was deer season, because a giant buck showed up from food plot. Okay, which ones is the oldest? Justin Benskin, welcome. How are you doing? So the oldest revolvers on the table would be this little 22 here, and probably the 32 rimfire right here, and then this Ivor Johnson, probably. My Gen 5 Glock 17 is pretty I have Smith Wesson R8 and XL Hunter 1. Have been buying Taurus revolvers. They're cheap but still good. Yep. He actually does revolvers, and I missed the stream. Yes, I do have revolvers. These are all my revolvers. Yes, they're real Muis. Double tap that screen. Subscribe. Yes, I do have Ben Skins. I do. These are all my revolvers. Today was Wheel Gun Thursday, as I wanted to call the stream. Wheel Gun Thursday. Guy 45. Yeah, most Tauruses are pretty good. I hear the Judge isn't the greatest. What's the grain on the 500? I think that's a 350 HSM. Gonna try to go to bed. Okay. See ya, Mango. Thanks for stopping by. Do another. I will show up. I'll do another live later tonight. 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. Arizona time. Somewhere in there. See y'all later. Bye. Tell me when your next video is. Okay, Justin. If you have the alerts on, hopefully it'll alert you. But usually 6:30, somewhere around between 6 and 7 p.m. Arizona time is when I do lives. Sometimes I'll do one in the afternoon like today and yesterday. What's your thoughts on the Ruger converted 9mm? Oh, where it has the interchangeable cylinders? I would like to get one for mine. I have 6 revolvers, 20 short to 45 Colt. Nice. Tune in later. Gotcha. I have the alerts and I didn't let me know. You know why, Justin? Justice? That's YouTube. It's called shadow banning, and they do not like 2A, so they're not going to push it. They don't like guns. The Big Bleep revolver. That one is a BFR. So yeah, big frickin' revolver, as they say. And then that's a 500, and then this one is a 460. Are you on Rumble? I do have Rumble, but I've never been on there as a channel. Rumble hasn't taken off. If YouTube crashes for 2A stuff, we're gonna all have to go to Rumble because you can actually touch them. Like 1500, right? Somewhere around there, yeah. That's a big iron on your hip, like the song. Yeah, I don't have a case for either of those though. Holster. What's up, X? Yes, guns. Hello, sir. I don't know what your name is. How many rounds have you fed out of the 500? Probably 40, maybe 40 rounds. And I've had that for 2 years, I think. Just touching the screen. I think I've had that 2 or 3 years. A lot of revolvers. Yes, X. Today was Revolver Thursday. How's your day going? Thanks for coming by. Like and subscribe. Not a Glock guy? I have one Glock, but you are right. I do not have a Glock. I'm not a Glock guy. I do have Glock clones. I got lots of semi-automatics, too. Can you show me all your pistols? Eventually you'll see them all. I have shorts of all of them, or a lot of them. Sometime I'll probably do a semi-automatic something. Semi-automatic Saturday or something. I don't know. What's your favorite grips? Ones that work and don't slip. I don't really I'm not really picky about grips. Other than I do like wood grips. They're cool. What's the kick like on the 500? The kick hurts a lot, but as well as the little finger guard is too small. You seem like a PSA dagger or a real man who would rock a revolver or 1911. I have obviously these revolvers. I don't have a dagger. I have some Canics. I have a FMK. I have got the Glock 10 mil. I have some. I've got a Star Firearm, Firestar or something. I wouldn't mind getting a Ruger RXM. I don't have any daggers. Let's see here. What is your favorite American tank? Don't know. I do have a 1911. It's a what do you call that one? I have a Springfield. Ruger makes a good cherry wood texture grip. Yep. Come the zombie apocalypse, have a katana, and it never runs out. Yep. Do you have a Dan Wesson? I do not. I mean, what is your favorite American tent? Don't know, brother. Fits a lot of 1-screw or 2-screw Western revolvers. Not sure actually what mine are. You could buy a CZ pistol. I do, Caleb. I have a CZ pistol. It's an older one. I wouldn't mind getting a CZ Shadow or the P10 or whatever it's called. The Shadow 2 is what I would like to get. I just held a compact today, actually. It's not very compact. That's the funny thing about it. I have a CZ 52 chambered in the 7.62 by 25 Tuckeroff. Bow and arrow. I do not, James. Growing up I did, but I don't have any now. My brother has hunted crossbow. Do you have any revolvers by chance? Guys, it went out there. Sorry, my mistake. Do I have any revolvers? Yes, right there. Stick 'em knee 90K. Those are all my revolvers. Maybe that was derogatory. P10M. Nice, Caleb. Sora USA makes CZ clones that are nice. I hear they're decent. I missed the EAA Witness 10 mil. Hey, all the cute guys back. Hey, Liz. I'm actually going to sign off here soon. Still from last night. Liz, you do not send. Did you send me a request on Facebook? Okay. If you ever got a hold of a Russian 44, let me know. Justice, I know how to get Russian 44 ammo. I have a local gun and pawn that has like 10 boxes of it. So if you need ammo, my local gun and pawn has a whole bunch of them. Are you in the States? Okay, I still don't get anything. Okay. I have a source for Russian 44. You might be the one a while ago that asked. I know some time ago someone asked, and I was like, I think I know someone who has some 44 Russian. I'm trying to think if I took a picture of it. I think I did. I can't remember. Guys, double tap that screen, like and subscribe. We'd really appreciate it. I hope I didn't send the photo to the wrong person. Which photo? The Russian Nagant 32 cal revolver was interesting and cheap. If it's the one I'm thinking of, is where the bullet is tucked into the casing. Those are really weird. They're hard to find ammo for too. I think it was something like that. It was in Nagant. Yep. No comment. Okay. Hey Jojo, we're gonna close down here shortly, Jojo. Hopefully you're okay with that. Thanks for coming by. I appreciate you showing up. Today was Wheel Gun Thursday. Do you have a wheel gun? What type do you have? Gotta go. Bye. See you, Justice. Yeah, we appreciate you coming by, guys. Double tap the screen, like and subscribe. Turn your notifications on so you know when we come live. Usually 6 to 7 p.m. Arizona time. We did one this afternoon instead to fill in some of that time. We appreciate you coming by to Desert Armory and more. We do shorts of shooting, shorts of talking about guns, gun history. We do lives. We do shorts of hikes, shorts of hunting a little bit, get more of those done, shorts of shooting, shorts of exploring and hiking. Yeah, if you like this stuff, like and subscribe. The 32 looks like a 22. There is a few 22s there. There's also a few 32s as well. I got a Russian and Gaunt revolver made in 1932. It was only 169 J&G sales. Nice. 27 you in the chat. Appreciate you coming by. Bro, you're gorgeous, man. Thanks. Yeah, a lot of people say I look nice. Then they ask if I have a girlfriend. And I say, no, I don't. Because I don't. And then, yeah, some people say, which one person did earlier today, that I look like Prince Harry. And they're like, oh, Prince Harry. Alex, ain't you married? Well, y'all, I know there's 25 of you in the chat, but I need to wind down here. So, guys, we're going to go ahead and close down the chat. Before we do that, did you double tap the screen and subscribe? We have 1,110 subscriptions, roughly. I am not. And I'm not gay either. I'm as straight as a board. Yeah, we appreciate you coming by. Thank you for visiting Desert Armory and more. And like I said, if you could double tap that screen, that would really help. Subscribe before we leave. Turn your notifications on. We appreciate you coming by at Desert Armory and more and giving us the support we need for the 2A content here in the U.S. Appreciate all you do. Brendan, thanks for stopping by. We're closing down right now. We'll be back on between 6 p.m. and 7 p.m. Arizona time if you guys want to see us again. So in a couple hours. Tony, sorry, we're leaving right now, unfortunately. 45 Smith & Wesson Shield. Nice. Hope to see you soon. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Double tap that screen. Thank you all for coming to Desert Armory here and more. Appreciate it. And our love and prayers go out to the Kirk family, especially on their funeral that's coming here shortly on Sunday. So Thank you all. When life gives you lemons, don't make lemonade. Trust God instead in those times of uncertainties, and He will give you the way. He will show light on your path. Thank you all for coming to Desert Army More. Till next time, folks.